month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Back on the Rich Eisen Show radio. Listen. The Mets are acquiring an absolute ton. They are cornering the market on people who have no idea what they're talking about the sports scene in New York City and talking declaratively with absolutely no sense at all. Juan Soto, Mr. New York, spent 1 year in New York talking about New York being a Mets town.
Now, had he said it was a Yankees town, it would have been fine, though, right?
Well, I mean, I understand he's not a Yankee anymore. That's fine.
Didn't we have a talk about that picture?
What is it? It's Potbelly?
Didn't we talk about this on a group chat that we weren't going to do that?
I mean, this is the real photo. It's not the doctored one that got put up somehow.
I don't know.
But him saying it's a Yankee, it's a Mets town. Okay, pal. You've been around literally for 6 months.
I mean, that's enough time for him to gauge
By the way, playing
temperature.
a World Series in New York City. Okay.
Yeah, and he knew.
All right. Played 6 games against the Mets.
And he felt that.
All right.
The energy was palpable, bro.
You sent this, Chris, on a text chain amongst all of us, and I'm like, who is A.J. Minter? Who is he?
Oh, the GOAT.
Was it rhetorical, though?
Who is he?
He was a pitcher. He pitched for the Braves, and now he's on the Mets.
Oh,
Who the hell is Tim Horton?
Is he from New York?
I'm not sure. Strikes me as a Southern boy.
Roll it.
You can tell, I mean, these Mets fans, I mean, these are truly baseball fans. They get baseball, not like the other side of town where those guys.
This man already knows. This man knows.
No, but you can tell. These are the true diehard fans, and they truly they're going to be with you till the end. So got to face against y'all my whole career, and y'all always brought it every time. So we can't wait to pitch for y'all now.
Yeah, that's exactly how we talk in New York. Can't wait to play for y'all. That's how we talk in New York. Yeah, y'all are so good. He's from Tyler, Texas. Played for Texas A&M. Oh, hold on a minute. Here you go. This is where he learned it. He played for the Florida Fire Frogs and then the Mississippi Braves. That's where he picked up his sense of what's a real New York sports fan. My bad. Sorry, AJ. You know what? We got our own lefty from the Braves who might have a say or two about what's the real thing in New York or not this year. There's a lot of checks being written across the Tri-Borough, pal.
Yeah, well, when your checkbook is as big as Stevie's, you can write these checks.
I meant with a mouth. With a mouth.
But then he signed it with his feather
With the
pen.
mouth. With a mouth.
Pause.
Okay. Nonsense.
Love it. I love it.
Insanity.
You gotta love it. Why not?
What? You gotta love it.
Let's start
something.
something.
What do I love? Let me start something. You're the one who started it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm fine with that.
Oh,
Big
you're
brother
fine with
can't
it.
be
Okay.
Big brother
Yankee
can't
fans
always
are
be big brother.
Yankee
right?
fans are the Fugazi fans that aren't really into baseball. We don't understand it. We don't get it. We don't appreciate it. I'm sorry. The Mets fans, the real ones in New York City, according to A.J. Minter.
A.J. Minter. He knows these things.
Not even the best lefty from Atlanta playing in New York baseball scene.
According to
everyone. Let me turn to the Braves guy here. Who do you want the?
He's busy looking up
whose
halftime
left
stats.
hand do you want the baseball, Chris?
Max Fried.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. When do the Yankees play the Mets? Oh my God!
Going as fast as I can.
You have to go. Don't worry about it.
I'm a Super Bowl 43. I'm almost there.
I mean, you haven't beaten us in a while.
Okay,
so
pal.
I don't know why you want to play.
All right.
The Mets. You know what I mean? That's just an L.
All the experts on the New York sports scene: Mike Francesa, Mad Dog Russo, Michael Kay, A.J. Minter, and Juan Soto. Those are the five.
That's pretty.
Those are the five.
Like I said,
That's who I want to rely on. That's who I want to rely on.
You don't know what's going on there.
That's what I want to rely on. They're really savvy. They're locked in.
Hey, they know.
Y'all.
It's football season, and now you can get anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. Well, almost anything. You can't get a running back, but baby back ribs? Yes. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL.
Navy Federal Credit Union is offering a 0% intro APR on credit card balance transfers for 12 months and get $250 when you spend $2,500 in your first 90 days on a Cash Rewards or Cash Rewards Plus credit card. Visit NavyFederal.org. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 15.15% to 18% based on credit worthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATMs.
We've all got a thing. Yeah, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
The Parker Bird Show.
Claire Reeves, author, a speaker, and an entrepreneur. Throughout your posts and your works, how have you shared Sledge's story, you guys' story, to inspire others?
Before he was born, I always did like Good News Fridays, and it was honestly kind of happened accidentally.
Yeah.
It was really like the readers kind of just said, hey, this resonates. Hey, like I needed this. It was just kind of pouring out, and I think it was kind of a cry like, Lord, be near, and also just asking for prayer. I mean, you talk about the power of prayer, you've seen it, you know? I mean, it changes the game.
The Parker Bird Show, exclusively on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh-baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Do life stresses have you feeling exhausted? Do your golf, tennis, and workouts have your body aching? If so, Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio has your solution. Come visit us at 2800 East 10th Street and try our services like our float therapy, which is a private pool containing a saturated solution of Epsom salt that allows you to float effortlessly for ultimate relaxation and therapy. At Kyra's Wellness Studio, we also have an infrared sauna, cold plunge, and salt and halo therapy that will leave your body feeling relaxed and healed. Contact us today at kyrasfloats.com. Kyra's Float and Wellness Studio. Restful intentions.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
The new strength and conditioning coach is Mike Siriano. Where did the interest come from East Carolina?
I worked for a long time with Dwayne Ledford, who played here, and I think we worked together maybe 7 years. And he always told me about, what they built down here. And I've been trying to get this job since 2019 when Coach Houston got it. And then once Coach Blake got the job, and I just had all my people that knew Coach Blake bombard him with text messages to the point where it sounded like he couldn't sleep at night anymore because he gets so many calls about me.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
We believe. Not only did we win the fight, we won the game. Hell yeah!
Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Flip that, Shirley.
Miss Shirley, put have you scanned your MVP card back on Pirate Radio? Now!
Have you scanned your MVP card? I have a gourd, son. I sit there every day.
That's the tater right there.
It's a damn tater. So you're the You can't say that.
This is the worst human being I've ever known.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And come hang out with us on YouTube. If you are a Pirate baseball fan, you need to go to YouTube TV because we have all the interviews from ECU Baseball Media Day. That's interviews with Cliff Godwin, Austin Knight, Jeff Palumbo, and Pirate players as well. All of those available for you on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube to check out right now. We also have new editions of The Danny Beal Show, a new edition of The Holton Ahlers Show with a big guest. Will be dropping soon as well. We'll tell you about that in a moment. And you can follow this show, The Brian Bailey Show, everything going on at Pirate Radio TV on YouTube. All right, a lot of guests to get to today, including 3 live guests. Hour 1, Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9, will join us in the Pirate Radio studios. Hour 2, Patrick Mason will join us here live from the Daily Reflector. Hour 3, former ECU pitcher Danny Beal, DB, will be here in studio. Got a couple of recorded interviews as well. Holton Ahlers live from an airport, and Rahjai Harris live from South Carolina as he is training, getting ready for the next steps in his professional career. Speaking of pro careers, Holton Ahlers, I guess the cat's out of the bag, but We'll talk about his decision, hashtag the decision, on whether or not he will play in the UFL this upcoming spring. So we got that and more coming up on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. If we have time, we'll get to some ECU Baseball Media Day audio as well. I promise, Shirley, at some point we're going to hit all this because you have worked your tail off. This is the most cuts I've ever seen in my life.
And the bad part is, it's not even close to being done.
Oh, no, we're not even a quarter of the way through.
I've got several more pages to do.
Yeah. But we got more audio. Austin Knight, Dixon Williams, Jeff Palumbo, and Cliff Godwin. Shirley is here. Intern Hayden is here. Hello. We got the J-Bone, Jarrett Watkins here, and left side.
Strong side, baby.
Chandler Honeycutt's here. Hey, Chen.
Hey, Clipper.
I'm not even going to ask how you're doing. I can tell you're doing good.
I'm doing pretty good.
This weather got you in a good mood?
Yes. Sean. 65 degrees.
Let me ask you a question, because Jared and I are showing a little leg today. You're a shorts guy, but now that you are a salesman, does that mean you have to wear pants to work?
No, that doesn't mean I necessarily have to wear pants. When it gets consistently warmer,
you will wear shorts.
You're going to see the getaway sticks, bud.
Cannot wait.
You're going to see the getaway sticks.
Are you putting any tanner on those? You going to the tanning bed? Anything? Yeah, I'm on Natural as well, and it's kind of like when those legs are hidden all winter and you break them out for the first time.
The tanning bed's not good for you, by the way.
And that okay, well, good, because I only put good things into my body.
Good. That's very good. I'm glad to hear that.
So
but whatever you do.
Yeah.
You can eat all the fast food you want.
Yeah.
Just do not put your body.
Smoke all the cigarettes.
Smoke all the cigarettes you want, but do not put your body in a tanning bed.
A good
hear that,
soft
Hayden?
drink.
Don't you do it.
Do you go to the tanning bed, Hayden? I bet you do.
I have before, but normally I'm kind of darker anyway sometimes.
Natural complexion?
So you don't need it.
No, I don't need it. And I hate the spray tans and the tanning lotion people use. It is nasty to me.
Nasty. Hashtag nasty.
Hashtag nasty.
All right, Jared, right before we came on the air, you made a statement. You said if the Spurs get De'Aaron Fox, it's over. Now, what does that mean? Why would you say that?
Because
the Spurs are 20-23. What's over?
Once they get like a star at point guard to go along with Wemby, it's over. Because he's an alien.
What is over?
The West.
The West is over, ladies and gentlemen.
It's over for every other team in the West because they're coming for you. Hulk Hogan, they coming for you.
Should we put our future in now for the Spurs?
I mean, not to like win the title this year, but I think they can make a deep run.
Well, what is over? I don't know if you understand
for the years
word
to come. Like, I mean, it's still early in the process. Like you said, they're 20-23. Pop is still out because of the stroke he had earlier later last year.
Really?
Yeah.
He hadn't coached a game all year?
No, Mitch Johnson is. Well, I don't know about all year. But yeah, no, I think he had a stroke before the season started. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Just wondering, because I don't want us to just throw around comments here and not back them up. You backed it up.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a young team, and they're still going, but next year with De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, watch out.
It's about time for Pop to hang it up anyway.
Yeah, I think they might have found his successor in Mitch Johnson.
It's funny you're looking at the sorry. Were you talking?
No, go ahead.
We used to play a game with Tony Collins. Is he a brother?
Oh.
Is Mitch Johnson a brother? Because Mitch, well, there's Mitch Richmond. There's also Mitch Kupchak. Johnson could go either way. That's a good one there. Is Mitch Johnson a brother? Chandler, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say Mitch Johnson.
I'm going to say yes.
Is a brother.
Jared, do you know Mitch Johnson and what he looks like?
Well, what do you mean by brother?
African American.
Okay, yes.
He's Alaskan.
As Joey would say, he's Alaskan. All right, so Mitch Johnson. First I've seen him. He looks like Zach Kaplan kind of.
He looks like an Alaskan Kaplan.
Alaskan Kaplan.
Alaskan Kaplan. He's like, oh, yeah, we just didn't shoot the three ball good today. All
right, here's your starting lineup. We're going to go Manu.
Look, I'm half black, half white. Like, it's pretty cool.
We'll go Vinny Del Negro over at shooting guard. David the Admiral.
Gotta go Admiral there, I think.
Admiral at center. Coach, the tip-off. We need your lineup. Timeout.
Hold
Timeout.
on. I'm still trying to figure out who I have on the team.
So Zach Kaplan won't be joining us tomorrow?
Nah.
No, he won't.
Oh, he's going to Beantown.
Ship it up to Boston.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We'll call him on the phone.
I mean, yeah, you can. If I'm free.
We'll ask him if it's over.
He's seeing the fam.
The old fam. Real quick, chat gang. Jerry says hello.
Hey, Jerry Bear, how are you?
Help the bear! PJ says, hey, y'all. Hey.
What's up, PJ?
Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Baba booba. Steve says, hey yo.
Hey, yo.
Welcome in to the chat gang. All right. What do we have for today?
You mentioned earlier.
I got some ECU stuff.
If you're an ECU baseball fan, well, I know one in the chat, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to see PJ in the jungle coming up in a few weeks. 2 weeks from this Friday. Yes.
J-Bone, you going to be covering some baseball for Pirate Radio this year?
Yes, sir. This weather's got me very excited for it.
Is that guy you feeling nicey?
Feeling very nicey.
Today's weather?
Yeah, I rode here with the windows rolled down, blasting some Keith Whitley.
That's awesome.
And
but now I hope you understand that it's not going to stay like this.
Yeah, I know.
And the first month is going to be miserable.
This is not my first time going to ECU baseball.
I know.
It may be like my 7th time, but
that first month, man, it'll test your guts.
Bundle up. All right, ECU. I saw that we have a schedule for some spring practice.
I did see that too.
And now I can't find it.
I think Coach Aldridge.
LaMarcus Aldridge?
Yeah, another Spur.
It's over.
It's over.
Where did I see that, John?
Let's see here. I got it right here from Josh Aldridge.
All right, let's check it out.
From Josh LaMarcus Aldridge. Practice dates.
When is the first East Carolina spring football practice?
March 25th.
Man, it tells you how much of a year-round deal this baby is. That we're, 2024, that's in the rear view. That's over. Rahjai, Alex Harper, forget those guys. They're done.
I saw pictures today of guys conditioning. Hey, who is Alex Harper?
I don't know. Never heard of her.
March 25th.
Harper, I hardly know her.
Harper. March 25th, 27th, 28th, and then in the month of April, you got the 1st, 3rd, 4th, 8th,
You don't need to name
10th,
every
11th,
date of the
15th,
practices.
17th, 18th, 22nd.
I just need the first.
And then the game day is here.
That's what I need to know.
The game day is here for the purple gold pigskin pig out purple party. Whatever.
I hear you, Brian Bailey.
Pigskin pig out.
The 26th of April is the spring game.
All right, so 26th of April, spring football.
Petey's birthday party.
We'll be out there saying, Coach, how did Coach Harrell? This will be his first spring game. This will be his first spring.
As a head coach.
How the quarterback's looking. Now, what quarterbacks will be taking snaps in the spring game for East Carolina this April?
Hauser, Garcia. Is Jeter back?
I don't know if Hauser will. I mean,
Well,
yeah, he's in a cast, right?
Oh, he might be one of those.
From the surgery.
So we've seen in the past, like, honorary coaches or captains. So, like, Rahjai last year, we've seen other guys in the past.
Such as who? You wanted to name more names.
Jeremy Lewis did it one year.
There you go. All right.
Shane Calhoun also did it. But I guess
Before he left, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Or did he Skype in?
The year before.
Okay.
But if Hauser is out for the spring, I'm assuming he'll be like an honorary captain. Garcia, Jeter.
My question is Cole Hodge.
Cole Hodge.
Is he healthy, and will he be suiting up for the Pirates? Questions to ask once we talk some football later on this calendar year.
I'm excited about spring football. I'm interested in post-spring football.
All right, so let's get the definitions for those two words. You're excited for spring football. You're interested in post-spring football. Is that right?
Yes. I'm
so what does that mean?
excited about the competition going on. Competition in March and April for spring football. I'm interested in seeing who stays and who leaves after spring football.
Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, I'm kind of fascinated by that as well. Who will be the quarterbacks on the roster? Will a quarterback be added post-spring? Will we need one? If we've got Garcia and Hauser here with young Hodge, and if Jeter stays, I mean, we could have a full room already.
What weapons do we add? Kind of like a Isaiah Winstead a couple years ago in the wide receiver room. Maybe a running back we add. What running back steps up during spring ball?
Isaiah Winstead will forever be the benchmark for adding a late weapon. You know what I mean? Because he was so good here.
Yeah.
Loved Isaiah Winstead. All right. Matt and Hadley are checking in. Hello.
Hey, Matt and Hadley.
John Moody says, good afternoon, Pirate Radio. Family. Jamie says, can ECU basketball make us wait for baseball unlike past years? Can ECU basketball make us wait for baseball unlike past years?
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
Thank you.
Very low percentage.
Glory holes.
There's a very low percentage. Is he saying, can ECU basketball like go on a run and make us?
And we can be like, all right, we can wait.
Not make us. All right.
It's crazy because they've won 3 in a row, and I'm still so down. Like,
I'm up.
Good. I need somebody to be up. Hey, you up?
Yeah. 2 a.m. You up?
If they win this weekend, I mean, that would be 4 in a row.
If they win, can I text you up?
Yeah.
Can I send you a you up text?
I'm pretty sure that game's at like 1.
I'm still sending them a you up text.
The sun will be out, so yeah, I hope he's up.
Well, right now I'm not up.
Oh.
He's not up now.
Oh, I thought you meant like awake.
I'm awake. I'm woke.
Bone, come on, man. You're a smart guy. And I'm not. So.
Yeah, I know you ain't talking.
UFL Highlights is checking in on YouTube and says, Renegades legend Isaiah Winstead. We will talk Renegades football coming up at 4 o'clock with Holton Ahlers.
QB1, hopefully.
QB3 or 2 or 1.
Or 1.
Mike P said, Jamie said, Alex who? Mike P said, are y'all talking about that former punter's roommate?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was going to say.
Okay. All right. Now here, listen to this, folks. So yesterday on the show, we talked about, credit to Jarrett, who was sitting right there, and said, hey, what do you think about that former punter? How's Jarrett talk?
Not like that.
Hey, what do you think about the former punter?
Yeah, that's getting
that sounded like John Madden.
Boom! What do you think about a punter? Boom! Torthunkin.
He said, what do you think about that former punter? And I was like, man, it's a great question. So Sully Hardin went on Jason Brown's podcast and talked junk about East Carolina and about mostly Luke Larson. And we learned that Alex Harper and Sully were former roommates, and Sully called Alex to tell him that JB gave Sully $50 to go on his podcast and badmouth East Carolina.
And we thought to ourselves, man, that is foolish. Why would you do that? That's so stupid.
And it's hilarious, and the $50 and all that.
Oh, my God.
Fast forward, we're rewinding, but fast forward from that moment to the end of Pirate Radio Live yesterday. Holton and Caden are recording the Holton Ahlers show. Their guest is falling through, so they say, hey, Chandler, you've never been on the show before. You want to join us? And they were discussing that, and then they were like, Clip, you're here. Why don't you do it too? And we're like, 15 minutes? They said 15 minutes. I was like, 15 minutes? I'm in. I'll do it. Let's do it. Me and Chandler sat our cute little butts down in those seats.
Oh, I was smiling ear to ear.
We were ready to go. Chandler was fired up.
I was.
And I was too. It was going to be fun. About that time, they hook up with the guest again. And they're like, sorry, guys, you're out. Guest is in. Y'all are out. I'm like, all right, well, I'm heading out. Chandler's heading out. We head on out. I go to not the big Walmart. What's the Walmart that sells the groceries?
Neighborhood market.
Neighborhood market. I go to my friendly neighborhood market, and I'm whistling and walking down the aisles, and I get a phone call from Chandler Honeycutt, and I say hello, and it's Chandler, who says, what?
Clip. I say, Clip. I said, you remember when we made fun of Sully Hardin getting paid $50 to go on JB's podcast?
Mm-hmm. And I said, yes, I do.
I said, well, I've made it home. I just pulled into my driveway. I get a call from Caden Norman. They have offered me $50 to drive back to the studio and be on this podcast.
Now, they did not listen to the show yesterday or know we had even discussed the $50 podcast thing. But they offered Chandler $50 in cold hard cash. Was it cold hard cash?
No.
Electronic?
Yes.
All right. To be on the Holton Ahlers show, because I guess the guest fell through for like the 8th time.
Yes.
Did you accept?
Yes, I did.
You came back in and recorded the show?
I did.
Have you received the money?
I have.
Okay.
I have been paid $50. And it was on the way back when I realized, dude, I'm getting paid $50 to go on a podcast just like Sully Harden did that we talked about earlier today on Pirate Radio Live.
Making it big time.
Did you trash East Carolina and any of the East Carolina players?
No, I did not.
All right. Good.
I did. We did talk about some of Holton's mistakes in the state game in 2019, and I said that I yelled at the TV, but that's about it. But that's wild that we talked about a similar situation on the show yesterday, and then that situation happened to me.
A funny moment.
It was very funny.
Yeah, I've said this to Holton, but my one big Holton beef is the pick against Navy, where we're driving to win the game into regulation, then we go to overtime and lose.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Awful pick.
I remember sitting with my Faja.
Terrible throw.
game.
Did you and your dad talk junk about Holton? Be honest. Yeah. There you go.
So he should be a tight end. No, I just didn't say that.
Move that guy to tight end. Why is Mason Garcia not in the game?
Put Garcia in!
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks to the student section.
During that game?
No, just
in
the
general.
whole time Holton was here.
Put in Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we know why Mason Garcia did not get in the game.
Yeah,
because when he did get in the game, we took him out and put in Alex Flynn.
That's what I would say when I was blackout drunk to other people. Mason Garcia stinks.
Yeah. That them's the reality of the situation. All right, let's take a break. We got Ken Watlington joining us. We'll talk about the state of North Carolina college basketball.
State putting up a fight the other night.
Yeah, but that's meaningless. They do that all the time against Duke and North Carolina and lose. So I give them no credit for that whatsoever.
Had a double-digit lead at one point.
Awesome. Way to go. What camera am I looking at?
That one.
Ken Watlington is here wearing a UNCW shirt.
How's the Seahawks doing? I guess we'll ask them.
Mac McCarthy will be on the call with Dave Ryan for the CAA basketball tournament, where Ken Watlington will hope his Seahawks cut down the nets. Ken may be there if they make it far enough. Maybe a semifinal championship. We'll take a break, come back, talk to K-Dub when we return after this.
David Garrard, ENC football legend and all-time passing leader.
You know, I get hit, I get knocked down, and it's an opportunity for me to either stay down or get back up. And I always chose to get back up, and that's why I chose QC Kinetics.
Like so many of you dealing with aching joints and chronic pain, David Garrard wanted long-term pain relief that didn't involve surgery, drugs, and downtime. He chose the natural, regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics here in Greenville. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation, 252-765-PAIN.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
How much America is in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and legs spinning drones. Then add even more America. More America. More America.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Have you heard? Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by today for lunch specials for only $8.99 with delicious features like chicken pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger steak, and everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
It's winter sale time at Russell's in downtown Washington. Prices have been reduced on all your favorite men's and women's dress and casual apparel. All ladies' clothing is now 1/2 off, and men's apparel is 25% off. Shop while selection is good and prices are even better. Where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's in downtown Washington. Come see us now before it's all gone.
This is Holton Ahlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic systems repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, welcome back into Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. J-Bone, Chanman, and Ken Watlington joining us here in the Pirate Radio studios. How we doing, Ken?
Pretty good. How are y'all? Welcome back after your snow day.
Yeah, missed you last week.
Yeah, I had to work.
Did you get to work safely and soundly?
No, I walked both ways uphill.
We learned during COVID times that we were essential workers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was very thankful to be able to work during those times. But
and during COVID, every other week, I anchored the news at 5:36, and 11 from my living room.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that during the snowstorm, though.
Did you wear like a tie every?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had
broadcast?
gym shorts or sweatpants from waist down, and then all business from the waist up.
Here's the news. Yeah. But we were not here last Wednesday. Ken was hard at work, but good to have you back here.
Good to be here.
Jamie said he was interested to see how Ken looks back at the Commanders season.
Disappointed. Embarrassed a little bit by that game Sunday, but I mean, they exceeded any expectations I think any of us had going into that season.
Yeah.
And I just worry that the future is going to be a terrible disappointment because our expectations are going to be so high now.
Yeah, one day I am going to break down all of the playoffs seasons I've seen as a Commanders fan, Washington fan, and then what happened the next year when we had expectations.
Yeah.
Because they haven't gone back-to-back in the playoffs since the Super Bowl run.
Correct.
So the next year has always been a complete disaster. So
I know about that.
I'm going to break some of those down at some point.
But you feel like with all the good publicity, and there was a lot of people kind of on the Commanders bandwagon these last few weeks. They got some money to spend. They're going to be kind of an attractive place for people to play here in the offseason for free agents. So, what can they do?
Yep. Just like 1999. And then we went out and we got Bruce Smith, Deion Sanders, Jeff George.
Oh, boy. Key additions.
Had two. I want to say that was the year we had the second and third pick in the NFL draft. Got LeVar Arrington, Chris Samuels.
Yeah.
Didn't do crap.
Didn't do much.
So
went to the playoffs, right?
No, sir.
In 2000? No, that was the 99 season into 2000. You're right. Yeah.
We haven't gone back in the playoffs since Super Bowl days.
Yeah.
But
here we are.
This is different. These are Commanders, folks.
But here we are in late January, approaching February, and still talking about the Washington football franchise.
I've never looked forward more to an offseason than I am right now.
Yeah. Let's run it back.
We got a couple of questions, and I remember Ellerby sent me a good stat. What was that stat on? It's a Super Bowl stat. Remind me if we bring up Super Bowl to give you a stat.
Super Bowl.
All right.
Who's in it?
The Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Do we have to?
Did you know teams wearing white away jerseys are a whopping 16-4 in the last 20 Super Bowls? The only two clubs to hoist the Lombardi Trophy while wearing home colors over the last decade are
the Eagles,
the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Philadelphia Eagles.
The stats to consider.
Not my Super Bowl.
So who is the home team this year?
It is the Eagles.
Eagles. Chiefs are wearing white. And all I can say for the Eagles defensive backs, wear white gloves.
And to add to that, I know my Washington football history. All three Washington Super Bowl wins wearing white.
Interesting.
Because they used to always wear white unless they were playing at Dallas.
That was yeah.
Have y'all seen the stat about the color of the logo? The last 4 years?
But I think didn't that go away last year?
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Debunked.
Why did you say wear white gloves?
Because last time they played in the Super Bowl, Darius Slay got caught with the holding, and Bill Belichick always made his DBs wear the same color gloves as the jerseys.
Yeah, good point. And I'm saying wear one white glove in honor of Michael Jackson. Ken, Joel wants to know, are you covering the Chocolate Festival this weekend?
Oh, this is breaking news here.
Where's that at?
Yeah, tell me more.
Where's the Chocolate Festival, Joel? Let's see. Chocolate Festival. Oh.
I believe it's in New Bern.
Shirley, I believe you're wrong.
Oh.
Morehead City.
Morehead City, okay.
What date is
I've
it?
been to the Chocolate Festival, so I just couldn't remember.
Chandler likes to go there.
Chocolate City.
Yeah, white chocolate.
White chocolate. It is February 1st and 2nd, Crystal Coast Civic Center in Morehead City. I tell you, I know who will be there. That sounds like a Brian North event if I've ever heard
Take
one.
the family.
Yeah.
Try some chocolates.
Can't make it, unfortunately.
That sounds like a good time. I've got the whole next week off, so I can go splurge with some chocolate to start my vacation, of which I'm really doing nothing.
You're going to go see the Foo Fighters somewhere or something?
I am going to a concert at the Ritz in Raleigh on Monday to see Fanagram, if y'all ever heard of Fanagram. Fanagram?
What kind of music they sing?
It's, alternative.
Ken's hipster stuff.
Yeah.
Is it a band with guys?
It's a guy and a girl. That's it.
What? I was going to say, if it's a girl band, it should be Mammogram.
God bless America. The funny, I've seen them in concert 3 times. The most recent time was at Red Rocks out in Colorado.
Wow.
Now I'm going to see them in a strip mall in Raleigh, but it's fine.
I guess they weren't the headliners.
They were not. They opened for Young the Giant.
What kind of music they sing?
Hipster.
Yeah, basically.
Damn hippies.
Why can't you go to the Chocolate Festival?
Oh, well, the first is the Royal Rumble, and the second is Groundhog Day. so I had to
Can't leave the house.
do my traditions.
What are your Groundhog Day traditions?
Watch the groundhog come out and then watch Groundhog Day with Bill Murray.
Alone?
Yeah. Like I do everything else alone.
Do you have the saddest life amongst us?
I'm pretty happy.
I can promise you don't.
I'm pretty happy.
Unequivocally.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see Groundhog Day again.
Really?
You know how it ends.
Yeah, like, well, is it a good rewatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Then again, what is a good rewatch? What movie could you watch?
Happy Gilmore.
Dumb and Dumber.
The Home Team.
Jaws. Jaws is a big one for me.
Home Team. Moody says last 2 ECU bowl wins have been in white.
Oh, yeah.
Ken, are you excited about Jerks and Profar becoming a Brave?
I like it. Yeah. Why not?
Johnny Stats wants to know.
Did they wear purple in the Birmingham Bowl? Like those throwbacks?
Yes.
We did.
That is correct. White helmets.
So, John Moody, you're wrong.
John?
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Don't you have some grass to cut, dude?
Or leaves to blow.
Get out of here, man. Good rewatch movies. Brad says Tommy Boy. Josh says Wayne's World. I have seen that 408 times.
Goodfellas.
Jamie says Goodfellas and Casino.
Casino is way too.
Oh.
John Moody says I'm wrong. Now back to leaf blowing. But John, that shows how much I trust you. I didn't even question it. I trust what you say. I'm like, what's his name? On Anchorman. If there's a card in
Ron
front of
Burgundy.
me, I'll read it.
That's another good one.
That is a good one, yeah.
So there you go. All right, Ken, we need to get to well, you touched on it, but I was not like devastated at all on Sunday, to be honest with you.
I mean, I was devastated because I was around a bunch of people that started making fun of me, which is never great. Like, yeah, you thought they were actually going to win? They suck. They're going to lose by 50. I'm like, shut up, man.
I was by myself.
Yeah, I should have done that.
If I was with other people, I probably would have hated Sunday.
I was in Wilmington for the second week in a row, specifically to watch the game because of superstition. It did not.
You watch it with in public or
in public? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when they beat the Eagles back in the regular season, I was at the same bar.
Well, good for you.
I was like, we're going to do it the same thing, the same clothes, the same everything.
Good job.
It didn't work.
You better be glad you were around those people and you weren't at the link. Around those people.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos.
I don't even like to drive through Philly. Ugh. No.
Did you see the one where they took that guy's hat, both hats?
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I know a guy that showed me a video. He was there and was walking through the tailgate crowd, and they were just giving him hell.
Yeah.
I would never go to a game at Philly. I would do Giants. I would do Cowboys. That seems like
That's a great place to be an away fan.
Yeah.
I did a Braves-Phillies game. It was a 12-10 start on a Tuesday, so it wasn't anything too crazy. But that's about the most I've ventured into enemy territory. Game lasted an hour 45, 1-0 Braves loss.
Anybody say anything to you?
Probably, yeah.
Which, I mean, if you say you suck or whatever, that's fine. But if they're like calling you a C word and you're a lady, or if they're, harassing your kids or something.
Go.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go to a preseason game there.
I'm just not putting myself through that. It would be miserable. It wouldn't be fun. Even if Washington won, it wouldn't be a fun experience.
I remember back when I lived in Ohio, and the then Redskins played the Lions, and the Lions were terrible. And went up there for a game, and Lions won, and just people were circling around me. You suck! Oh my God! I'm like, thanks.
Would you go to Arrowhead?
Yes.
You definitely go to LA.
Yeah. Well, that's a home game for us.
Would you go to Mile High?
Yeah, I'm interested in visiting Denver. Seems like a fun town.
It is.
City.
Yeah.
Would you go to Philly?
No.
What other NFL stadiums would you not go to? Is that the only one? Jamie says he'd never go to another game in Baltimore.
Yeah, Baltimore's kind of tough. Yeah. But, I mean, I've seen some videos from the last time we played in Baltimore and whooped them.
I like Baltimore's home field, though.
Yeah.
Like a night game especially.
I also don't think they're as bad as Eagle fans. I just think Baltimore is a rough city.
Josh said Canes beat the Rangers.
Yeah, 4-0.
Satisfying. Oh, last night?
Yeah.
Canes are kind of hot.
They got a new stud on the team, apparently,
do?
that Alex Harper was telling us about.
Yeah, they did quite the trade to get a couple of guys in there. They still might need some goalie help. We'll see. Even though Freddie Anderson's back, got the shutout last night. See how long he stays healthy, because that's usually his biggest issue as the season winds on. But I don't think they're going to catch the Caps to win the division or the President's Trophy or anything like that. But Canes are good.
It's looking good for the playoffs, though, right?
They're good. Yeah, they're a lock right now, unless something just crazy happens.
Kind of tells you where this franchise is, where Alex and who else is a big Canes fan around here? But anyway, they're like, this team stinks, but they're definitely going to the playoffs. Yeah. It's all about, can you win the cup or not at this point?
And what's weird about the NHL playoffs, like the Canes and the Caps are in the same division. And right now they have the most points in the whole Eastern Conference, but they would play in the second round.
Yeah, I hate the format. Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure I complained about that last year.
It's kind of the same thing with the Rangers. Or was it the Rangers? Who did they lose to last year?
I think it was the Rangers.
Yeah.
Where they were taking on the best team. The format sucks.
What should be the Eastern Conference Final is actually the second.
I think the NFL might have the best playoff format, just with how the seeding works.
With the reseeding. Yeah. I agree. We talked about it with the college football playoff in year one.
Yeah, but then you go back, the lower seed in the second round did play the first seed.
And the one thing the NFL does do still, which I like, just because I like having division rivals, but having a division winner having a home game. Is that fair?
Yeah. This isn't the NBA where you play 82 games and nobody even knows the divisions really. The divisions mean more in the NFL.
Should you go to the playoffs if you win your division, but only the best records get a home game?
No, the division winner should get the home game.
All right.
I mean,
I'm with you.
There has to be some incentive for winning that division.
Yeah, going to the playoffs.
Getting the home game too, man, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it because the Panthers had a losing record and hosted the Cardinals back in 2014.
Yeah, Washington had a losing record. They call that the Ron Rivera special, actually.
I mean, and this year Washington had a better record than Tampa.
Yep.
And still had to go to Tampa. But
not fair.
That's the way it is.
But no.
Didn't matter.
I'm okay with that.
Got it done until last week.
All right, let's hit, because we're going to do Ken's top 9 and talk a little college basketball. And I put in a future today for college basketball champion.
All right.
I'll tell you about. But let's hit anything non-college hoops before we take this break. Ken, how do you manage hating the Eagles versus Chiefs fatigue? Who are you pulling for?
I just hope both teams. I can't think of anything nice to say. Looking forward to Kendrick Lamar. It's going to be a great halftime show. That's all I got.
Really?
Yeah.
Go Chiefs for me, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Go freaking Chiefs.
Does not excite me.
No, it's not exciting. What are you doing for the Super Bowl? Do you have to work? Are you going to a party?
No plans as of yet. I'll probably just sit at home and watch it like I should have done the game last week. But oh well.
Okay. Wow.
Nothing exciting.
A lot of depressing lifestyles around here.
I'm happy. I don't know why you keep calling.
I'm going to see Fanogram, not Mammogram.
Yeah.
Chandler, are you still looking for a party?
Yeah, I'm still taking proposals.
Do you want celebrity Chandler Honeycutt at your Super Bowl party? Let us know.
It only costs you $50.
It's got a $50 appearance fee.
If you want to go cheaper, mine's $10.
People delivering Mountain Dews to the studio? Hayden just got a Mountain Dew delivered to the station. What's up with that?
She was thirsty and she wore a sweatshirt. She got a little hot, so she requested a T-shirt and a Mountain Dew.
What do you mean and somebody just said okay?
You want to answer that?
My really sweet roommate Peyton, I texted her and she brought it to me.
Boy, these names. We got Grayson, Hayden, Peyton,
Logan.
It is the white girl all-star names of 2025.
Hayden's a white girl name?
That is very nice of Peyton, though.
First of all, it's white.
White.
White girl name? What's that?
It is White Girl Spring here at Pirate Radio.
We'll know if it's spring come Sunday. So,
why are you so obsessed with the groundhog?
I just think it's a cool holiday, man.
And he's sitting on the edge of his seat like, come on.
He's like Debbie Downer. from Saturday Night Live.
Who, me?
I think he's more Ulysses
Wait till
Upper.
Sunday.
The groundhog didn't come out of his.
So, how is the groundhog success rate on doing this?
Well, I was telling Hayden and Shirley about this. Don't watch Puxatawny Phil. Staten Island Chuck is the way to go. He's gotten 9 of the last 10 years correct.
69% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah.
Is it real, though? Do they actually, does it, so they judge this, the groundhog comes out.
Yeah.
And what is it? If there's a shadow?
It's 6 more weeks of winter.
But is this fixed or is this real?
I mean,
what if the groundhog doesn't come out? Has that ever happened?
The guy goes up there with the stick, knocks on the door, and then they bring him out. He whispers in his ear.
Are you a groundhog denier?
He's the greatest predictor.
I'm just asking questions.
I mean, come on.
You can't answer something by saying, come on. That's not. That's not how you end an argument. Come on.
I mean, I'm not going to die on the Groundhog Day hill. I enjoy it. I celebrate it.
Felt like
and if
you
you
were.
don't have the same religious beliefs as me, maybe just keep that to yourself.
Mike P said only fools watch that Phil groundhog jerk.
Exactly. That punk.
Jamie said it's not
Satani.
real.
It's not real? Well, Jamie, it happens every year, so I don't know how it's not real when I watch it on TV.
What's your favorite secondary holiday? Arbor Day?
Flag Day.
Flag Day is a good one.
I don't know, man.
I guess non-bank. Wait, Groundhog Day is on a what? Oh, it's on February 2nd,
yeah.
no matter what the day is.
Yeah.
But this year that'll be a Sunday. Right. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll go with Cinco de Mayo.
Ooh, good call there, Kino.
Victory over Japan Day. Pretty good one.
No. What sport are we talking?
World War II. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Who won?
Well,
I watched
St. Patrick's Day for me.
That's a good one too.
There you go.
I kind of get the same vibe from St. Patrick's Day and
you just
Cinco de
prefer
Mayo.
a Mexican beer
Exactly.
over a Guinness.
I do love a Guinness. Don't get me wrong, but
You go
also the tacos
Corona over Guinness, I guess.
instead of Guinness and shepherd's pie and fish and chips.
Yeah.
Bangers and mash.
Oh yeah, bangers and mash.
Sheep's intestine.
On that note.
Yep, time for a break. We'll come back.
That's what they eat.
When we return, we'll talk some college hoops. I'll tell you who my future is on to win the national championship.
I know.
All right, I want you to write it down on a slip of paper. And if you open it up and we see that paper shadow, you could be right. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Hunting season is officially open, and a great way to enjoy that postseason hunt celebration is with a Busch Light. As cold and smooth as the mountain stream, Busch Light is that perfect sip after a day spent in the great outdoors. Grab a case today. Celebrate the hunt with Busch Light, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Busch Light, please drink responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Busch Light, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Hi, this is Christy Conway. Hi, this is Tracy Ayers. It's a great time to list your home for sale with ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate. It's a low inventory market. Right now, Pitt County is experiencing a shortage of homes on the market, especially at certain price points. Currently, there's only about 2.5 months of home inventory available, with the average sales price sitting right at $300,000. Visit our website, encpiraterealty.com, to connect with our experienced team of agents. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked
Pirate
up.
Radio.
Get it in here. I got one thing to say. This is when the big dogs come out. Damn right. Okay? Damn right. You can't roll with the big dogs.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley Rhodes. Intern Hayden here with a Mountain Dew. J-Bone, Shahan Man, and K-Dub, Ken, Watlington, WNCT, Channel 9. We'll talk some college hoops. Ken, it was weeks ago. I'm going to put it about 3 weeks where you said something to the effect of Duke could or will run the table in the ACC. And I scoffed. I laughed in your face. I said, Ken, you fool. Well,
I ain't so crazy now, am I?
Still got some games to go, but they are going to be... Are they even going to be single-digit favorites? They're going to be double-digit favorites in just about all these games, right?
I think they'll be a single-digit favorite at Clemson, at Carolina. They were 22.5-point favorites against State the other night, only won by 10.
How about at Cuse? Still put them?
Yeah.
Okay.
12.5.
I'm just looking at road games. At Virginia, easy. At Miami, easy.
Miami's hasn't won a game in conference, I don't think.
They do play a non-con game. This is weird. February 22nd at home against Illinois. Huh. That's a strange one.
I did not know that.
Wait a minute. Is Illinois in the ACC? Did we miss some news?
It's on Fox. What?
And it's on Fox, yeah.
I don't think it's a home game. They must be a...
It says versus. Could it be a neutral?
Yeah, neutral.
All right, could be.
Probably at MSG.
They do have North Carolina this weekend. North Carolina coming off a loss to Pittsburgh last night. Last time I looked, they were up by 4.
They were up by 10 with about 2 minutes to play in the first half. Pitt had an 8-0 run in the matter of 2 blinks, and it was just downhill from there.
You think Hubert makes it through the season?
I don't.
Through the season?
They're bad.
I mean, the Boston College game they won, but
and that
it was a bad.
Yeah, they should have lost that game, honestly. Yeah.
So the topic of North Carolina head coach has been a huge thing in my lifetime. Like, all right, who takes over for Dean Smith?
Yep.
They go Bill Guthridge, and then they went Doherty.
Yep.
And then they went Roy Williams. And Roy was there until Hubert took over.
Correct.
So now the same old question my entire life, Ken. Do they stay inside the family or do they go outside the family?
Who's left in the family? A lot of people wanted
Jerry
Wes Miller.
Stackhouse.
Nah, that
Wes Miller. That's
a lot of
name.
people wanted Wes Miller over Hubert Davis. Didn't happen. Wes is now in the Big 12 at Cincinnati. Doing okay. I'm not sure they'll make the tournament this year. They're not, terrible.
Is Cincinnati going to get knocked out of the Big 12 tournament and somebody asks him a question and he's going to say, I could give a bleep about Carolina right now, like Roy Williams did?
And then 2 days later, he's in Chapel Hill.
Yeah.
Could hire Phil Jackson.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
What's he doing these days?
Well, the first thing he did as the president of the New York Knicks
What'd he do there?
was to sign Lamar Odom.
Who was what?
Who was on crack?
Thank you. So Chandler, doesn't listen to the show, but hears buzzwords and then just, gets pumped up. He got fired up when he heard Phil Jackson there. Duke is the best team in America?
I'd put them 1A, 1B with Auburn.
With the Tigers.
Yeah.
And they are certainly the best team in North Carolina.
I mean, not even close.
Ken, is East Carolina winners of 3 straight in Ken Watlington's top 9?
Not yet.
Come on,
Whoa.
man.
Trending.
I love how he said not yet.
Trending in the right direction.
You need to see more.
Trending in the right direction.
You're like Cy.
I think the teams I have above them have done more so far to warrant a top 9 appearance.
All right. Who's number 2?
Number 2, I got Wake Forest.
Who does he work for?
I'm not sure yet. Well, I'll ask. I'll ask around. Wake played Duke tough over the weekend.
Yeah.
Beat Carolina at home a couple of weeks ago. So I got Wake pretty solidly as the number 2. According to the net rankings, this should be North Carolina. But I'm not going with the net rankings, going with the eye test. Got Wake Forest at number 2.
North Carolina number 3?
North Carolina's number 4.
And number 3 is?
The University of North Carolina, Wilmington.
Whoa, baby.
The Hawks.
Hawks fly.
Call me a homer.
I'm not going to call you a homer.
And I am. I will proudly wear that.
But I had them higher than you did in our original rankings.
I was a little skeptical Thanksgiving into Christmas. I've watched every game they've played lately. They're clicking. They're playing well. They're moving the ball. They're shooting the well. They're playing defense. They're one of the best rebounding teams in the country. I think they're pretty good.
Okay. Awesome.
That means they'll go to A&T this week and lose just because I said that, but that is life.
All right.
They should be favored in every game they have left this season.
Who's 5 through 9er?
Let's see. I had to readjust my list.
And where is NC State?
Now, I made a little caveat to my thing here. You cannot be in the top 9 with a losing record. State is not in the top 9.
See ya.
Net rankings would have State as the 5th best team. They would actually be behind UNCW. At number 4, I got Carolina, UNC Greensboro, Elon, High Point, UNC Asheville, App State.
East Carolina's got a winning record.
They do.
Outside of Duke, have any of these teams won 3 straight?
Wilmington's on a 4-game winning streak.
Okay.
But I haven't
dove in.
Yeah, dove in quite that.
You might have answered this earlier, but what do you have to see from East Carolina?
A road win at Temple, would that help them out?
Sure. Just consecutive. Just good basketball. And they've been playing well. And to win on the road is tough. Don't care what conference you're in. If it's the Big South, it's the American, it's the ACC, it's hard to win on the road. They've done that in the last couple of weeks. Can they keep it going?
I feel like they got to be in the top 9 if they beat Temple on Saturday, because then we go over 500 in the conference.
Yep, that's true.
All right, I got a few minutes left, or actually no minutes left. Ken, Jarrett, and Chandler, I'll let you get some guesses in. Ken, who was your first guess at the team I put a championship future on?
I thought about it.
Give me your original guess.
My original guess was Kentucky, because I was like, well, they played last night. They won on the road at Tennessee. Maybe he was watching that game. I was like, I like Kentucky.
Okay, it was not Kentucky.
Are they in the Big 12?
Who was your first guess?
It was Florida.
No, it's not Florida.
Iowa State.
Do you have a guess?
You went with them in
all right, don't guess yet. Hold on. Iowa State, no. They are in the Big 12.
You said yesterday with Mac McCarthy that this team would go straight to the final line, so it's got to be Houston.
Once again, going with Kelvin Sampson at Houston.
Okay.
Plus 900 is pretty good, I feel like.
Yeah.
at this point.
Did you go Kansas 1 year too?
I did have a future on
All
Kansas.
right, that's what I was
going
going to guess.
Yeah.
I forgot you went with Houston.
Did Kansas end up holding on against UCF last night? I didn't see. They were struggling.
Last night was an early one for me, so I missed everything in the world of sports.
Yeah, I stopped watching it about 2 minutes into the second half of the Carolina game. I said, it's time for bed.
So let's give you an update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. It was a shootout in Lawrence, 91-87. Kansas wins.
Okay. All right.
Buzz Williams and his team got a win last night, 75-68 over Oklahoma.
And Coach Rock.
Ooh, Patino put it on Georgetown.
Yeah.
66-41.
How you doing?
Not well.
How's the family?
If you're Georgetown. Ken, thanks for joining us.
Appreciate
Enjoy
you.
your concert.
Thank you.
Jared, enjoy Groundhog Day.
Well, I'm not leaving, but
I
appreciate it. I appreciate it, yeah.
All right. We'll take a break. When we return, you'll hear my chat with Holton Ahlers. Also, Mase joining us hour number 2. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with US Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. US Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. US Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Looking for the best craft beers, wine, and mead in Greenville? Visit Tub Thumpers Beverage House at 623 Red Banks Road. They're your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. They also have your favorite domestic beers at great prices. Whether you're stocking up for a special occasion or just exploring new flavors, they've got something for every taste. With expert advice and great prices, Tub Thumpers is the place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Stop by Tub Thumpers Beverage House today, where your next favorite drink is waiting.
Eastern North Carolina's Bourbon Authority is Greenville's premier American-styled restaurant. The Rick House specializes in handcraft dishes, and our bar features the very best in bourbons like Parker's Heritage, Knob Creek, and Jefferson's.
Join the Rick House for our Sunday brunch buffet every second Sunday of the month from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Let the Rick House host your next big event in our 2,000-square-foot banquet hall. It's perfect for wedding rehearsals, graduations, and holiday parties. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road in Greenville.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. And America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, thank you, Shirley. Great job, Hayden. Chan Man's here. Always a pleasure when Salesman is joining us.
I try to be on the show as much as I can still.
I know.
But I have the afternoon free.
And now you, one way to get you on the show is to pay you straight cash, $50.
Yes, and thank you, by the way.
$50 appearance fee.
It went through. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
J-Bone in the house. Joel says, hey, back to what Bone said when Ken was on. When are they getting rid of the groundhog for Groundhog Day? Well, first of all, if it's called Groundhog Day, you can't really get rid of the groundhog.
Did the groundhog do something I'm unaware of?
Yeah, what do you mean, Joel? Well, is there another way you want it determined on whether or not there will be...
Maybe he's talking about, I said I'm done with Punxsutawney Phil, but that's just me. It's not like a national thing.
But you have another groundhog you follow.
Staten Island Chuck.
Staten Island
Who is
Chuck.
the most correct rodent in weather forecasting.
Is that a woodchuck?
No,
it's a groundhog?
Groundhog, yeah.
Oh, just curious.
It's actually a lady groundhog, but the first one's name was Chuck, and Mayor Adams dropped it, and it died like a couple weeks later, so they just kept the same name.
Oh, God. So now we got a male. What did it? Is it? Never mind.
Yeah, let's
keep our mouth shut here.
Oh, man.
Groundhog's going woke.
I don't even know what they are anymore. Am I supposed to trust a female groundhog that maybe was a male? You know what, Joel? It's a mess, dude. It's a whole thing.
I do have some news regarding East Carolina.
Okay.
They are top 25 for show.
Okay.
The Go Bowling Military Bowl, still tweeting about East Carolina. They say the Military Bowl was ranked 22nd in the ESPN 100 best college football games in 2024.
ESPN, huh? Wait, how many bowl games are there? I think there was like 40.
There's 40 bowls in 14 days. I know
Correct.
That.
So we ranked number 22. So we're in the bottom half of bowl games.
100 best college football games of 2024.
Oh, okay.
Not bowl games.
My bad.
Would East Carolina have any other, remind me, Sean, games worthy of the top 100 this year?
On the year, let's see.
Like we had during that winning streak. Did we?
Let's see.
I mean, maybe North Texas, that comeback.
Yeah.
Kim Kardashian come back.
Tulsa.
App State.
Tulsa.
App State was kind of boring though. That was
Tulsa.
Tulsa came down to the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and it was a Thursday game, so
Yeah.
I mean, probably a good amount of viewers.
All right. Well, that's good. Number 22 amongst all the college football games. All right. You know what? I'm going to give kudos.
And that is through ESPN.
ESPN.
Brought to you by
Smirnoff Ice.
Girls Junior.
Girls.
All right, let's head out to the Big Rock Power Sports live line and talk to the host of the Holton Ahlers Show, former Pirate QB. Holton Ahlers joins us. What's up, Holt?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you at right now? What airport are you in?
I'm in DFW in Dallas. I have a work trip. So during the off season UFL, I have a remote sales job that I do for UPS Uni shippers. So if anyone needs some shipping in their business, let me know. But yeah, I'm on a work trip right now for a couple of days, so we're having to do it over the phone this time.
All right, good deal. And you were going to announce it on your podcast or and on this show as well. But I guess the Arlington Renegades put it out before you could. Looks like Holton Ahlers will be returning to the UFL for another season with Arlington. So, Holt, what went into that decision to stick with the football?
There's a lot of things. I mean, I got a lot of things that I really love what I do right now. I love my job, love the podcast, and so those kind of were the two things that I wanted to make sure that I could still do while still playing football, because I love the spring league as well. UFL is a really good ran league. I feel like I have a lot of ball left in me, and they're going to give me a chance to go out there and play, hopefully, and compete during camp. So I'm excited about it. Excited to just keep going and don't give up the dream yet. So I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, and I know you've been working out in great shape, spinning it, so you can still do that part of it. Did you? Again, you said you're going to compete for your time on the field. Was there any talk, this offseason about assurances for playing time or anything like that, or are you going out there once again just having to kind of earn it to get on the field?
Yeah, in pro ball, there's never anything's guaranteed, and we've had conversations, but I'm just going to go out there and spin it, and I'm throwing it really, really good right now. I'm excited to get back and see what I can do during camp, and at least, see what I can do, man. I'm pumped. Well, maybe I can do some film review of myself, and hopefully it's only good plays, though, during camp.
Yeah, and hopefully The Rock won't, shoot it down and say you can't use that footage.
Yeah, I hope not. I don't think he's that type of guy. I only think that's local politics there.
Local politics, bud. Holt, you got any Pirate teammates that are going to be joining you out there? I know you did last year, and will you have any this year?
Yeah, Garrett McGinn's back, so it's kind of crazy. I played with him when I was, 18 years old. Now I'm 25, and golly, he might be 30 now. Who knows? He might be mad at me for saying that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. We played together. We're going to play, last year he got hurt, so didn't really get a chance to play with him. But this year we will, hopefully. We both stay healthy. And then Zay Winstead's already signed back. And then I'm hoping Noah Henderson does as well soon. So hopefully we get the Pirates back in Arlington.
Fantastic. UFL going for another year. And look, with these spring leagues, Holton, a lot of them haven't survived 1 year. I think it was the AAF that shut it down week 7 or something. So this one, totally different. It's combining the USFL and the XFL. Year 1 was a success, and it looks like this thing's going to continue on into the future, right? You're pretty happy with that side of it, the business side, I guess.
Oh, I'm very sure. And look, you hear whispers, when you're there, and everything that I've heard is very positive. When they combine the both leagues, they also combine the money, they combine the private equity in it, and they're planning on expanding next year. From everything I've heard, to more teams and let teams go play in their home base. So I think it's growing really, really rapidly. And then you're seeing guys pop up in the NFL now that played on these teams, and that's how this league sticks around, as people realize that there's good talent in this league, and they go watch it in the spring.
Holton, for your podcast fans, which there are plenty out there, will that continue as you are playing football in the UFL?
100%, yeah. We already have some cool guests playing in Dallas, so we're going to do some in-person interviews, in Dallas with the connections I have from that. And but yeah, it's going to continue, and it's still a priority of mine. When we launch it, me, Caden, and then at the time Jack and Drew, who are still kind of part of it from afar now, but yeah, we still have big aspirations with it, and we're keeping it going. We've had too much fun with it, and that clip that each week we kind of look forward to hanging out together and just shooting the crap together. So yeah, we're going to keep it up.
Yeah, definitely been a great success, and looking forward to another year of the Holton Ahlers Show on Pirate Radio, and featuring Cade Norman. Should mention his name too, or he's a little sensitive. So
He is.
Holt, Super Bowl is set. Chiefs going for a three-peat. Eagles looking to win another one, as they did years ago. And I'll mention my team. Commanders get their ass waxed against Philly, but I handled it quite well, I would say. It was great to be there. A little ahead of schedule. We'll get back there with Jaden Daniels. So from that aspect, I'm optimistic about the future. But man, Saquon Barkley, Eagles defense, they present a real challenge for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Oh, 100%. But I mean, first of all, with the Commanders thing, is if I were you, that's the best season you could have hoped for. So
yeah.
I'd be pumped if I were you guys back and, with the coaching he has in place. And then the next thing, with the Super Bowl is I think, will anyone be able to beat the Chiefs? It's kind of like Brady and the Patriots back in the day. You just go into it and you're like, oh, it's another year. But if there was one team to beat them, it's going to be a team that has a running back who's the best running back in a really long time, who could run for 200 yards on them. So I think it's a great matchup. I think if there is one team to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, it's this Eagles team. I think they're fit to do it with the ground game and then the receivers that they have and the defense that they have. So it should be a good game. I'm really pumped for it.
Jalen Hurts, I think, shut a few people up on Sunday. He looked awesome, and a lot of times he was throwing to open receivers. But that was one particular play, 4th down and 5 or 6 in the first half. And if the Eagles don't get that, Washington gets the ball around midfield. They could go potentially, take the lead at halftime, whatever, and he hits a deep ball to, I think it was A.J. Brown, but Brown, Smith, I'm pretty sure it was Brown. But Hurts, look, if you can somehow contain Saquon and make Hurts beat you, he showed on Sunday that that's a possibility of that happening. We'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. But what do you think about Jalen Hurts and his opportunity to go out and make a legacy for himself next Sunday?
Yeah, I think, if you look at him, he's won everywhere he's been. Even when he got benched at Alabama, he went to, Oklahoma and won there. So, he's won everywhere he's been ever since he stepped into the Eagles starting role. They've won, and they've been to a couple Super Bowls now. So, I think he has a really good legacy. You look at the guys around him, though. He has Saquon now, which clearly is going to be the game plan to stop him. But the receivers that they have are, studs. And he's just really good at using his legs when he needs to and then taking the deep shots when he needs to and using the run game. So, it's a complete offense. So I'm pumped. I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles come out and win this game.
Holton Ahlers joining us, Big Rock Power Sports Live Line. Holton's Knicks will have the Nuggets tonight. And you play 82 in the NBA, it can get a little mundane. Holton is a fan where he watches every single game, but and it excites him. But anything extra tonight, Holt, because you only see these Western Conference teams twice a year. You only get them in your building once a year. So Nuggets at Knicks, does that excite you a little more than a normal Wednesday night game?
It does, 100%, man. And we beat Memphis the other day, the Grizzlies, and they were the hottest team in the NBA. We beat them, so I feel like we're one game back of the 2 seed in the East right now, which is the Celtics. I don't know how the Cavs are still doing what they're doing, but I weirdly enough still think the Knicks can make a run for the 1 seed. But it is, trades are starting to be rumored to happen, so I'm excited about that. But I think we got a complete team. We need to add to our bench a little bit, which you have Mr. Robinson coming back. So, but yeah, man, I'm pumped. I couldn't be happier where the Knicks are right now. Like I said, I wish we had a little bit more of a bench, but we have a guy coming back that could really help with that.
7:30 ESPN game tonight for the Knicks and the Nuggets. Should be a fun one at MSG. Holt, I got the Holton Ahlers show coming up this week. Man, there's rumors going around. Did y'all land Chandler Honeycutt for your show?
We did. It was like Chandler Honeycutt / John Gruden. He's amazing at personality, but yeah, he joined the show as like a co-host to the show, a co-host to the show.
Coco.
The guest thing had just kind of fell through, and you're like, you know what, Chandler, we've been wanting to for a while. Jump on with us because Cliff, you've already came on, so. It was time for Chandler, too, so he was up there with us. And then we had Warren Sabe on and talked to him a little bit.
Warren Sabe. I like Warren Sabe's voice. He should be like an actor. He's got like a mobster voice.
He does. And we just talked, really good stories and, his life update now and stuff like that.
Cool.
Was cool. And we had Trayvon Brown on. His audio just completely messed up, though, once we went back and listened to it. So thank God we had Warren and Chandler on, too. But it was a really good episode. We had a good time. And like we always do, we made it work.
I respect Warren Saba. He was a good player. He's a good dude, but more so, Holton, he is a Cleveland fan all around and not a bandwagon guy. He has suffered with Cleveland, which he's enjoying the Cavs right now, certainly, but he has suffered with Browns football his whole life, but I appreciate him sticking with it. So.
Yeah, he'll let you hear about any Cleveland sport.
All right, we'll check out a new edition of the Holton Ahlers Show. Holt, we'll let you get back to chilling in the airport. Good luck with the Renegades and stuff you got going on up there, man, and we'll check in with you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Clipper. See you, man.
There is Holton Ahlers, host of the Holton Ahlers Show, co-host on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show, and back for another year in the UFL with the Arlington Renegades. So hopefully we can see Holton on the field. UFL highlights on YouTube says the UFL season starts March 28th. Single game tickets go on sale in a couple weeks if you want to go up and see Holt with those Renegades. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Patrick Mason will join us. We'll talk Pirate Hoops, ECU baseball, and more with P. Mase when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Bojangles' new chicken rice bowl is built bold from the bottom up, with classic Bojangles flavor packed into every bite. Starting with a base of our signature dirty rice, we pile on even more flavor with Cajun pintos, then your choice of boldly seasoned grilled chicken or our iconic Supremes. Top it off with a sprinkle of cheese, and if you want to add some heat, add a dash of Texas Pete. Head to Bojangles and try the new chicken rice bowl for a limited time. It's bow time.
Chronic joint pain is exhausting, and that goes for ENC's football legend and all-time passing leader, David Garrard.
And it's not always just the physical part of it. Sometimes it's the mental part of it. You know something is about to kind of derail your normal day, what it was turning out to be a beautiful day. And you're like, I'm starting to feel some pain or clicking in my knee.
That's why the regenerative treatments of QC Kinetics has been so life-changing for thousands just like David Garrard. Their treatments provide long-term pain relief without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation. 252-765-PAIN.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepoolsnc.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
It's a new year, and we're excited to announce that Integrity Home Mortgage has a new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy Talls for Smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Chandler Honeycutt from Pirate Radio Live, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tub Thumpers Beverage House is located at 623 Red Banks Road in Arlington Village in Greenville, and it's your one-stop shop for a unique selection of local brews, fine wines, and handcrafted meads. Tub Thumpers is your place to find the perfect drink for any occasion. Tub Thumpers, where your next favorite drink is waiting. And join Rebel Fitness for an incredible night of non-contact fights from some big names in our community, such as Brandon Manning and Rob Cronin from Dank Burrito. Fight for Freedom is a fundraiser for Daughters of Worth, who help to combat human trafficking in our area. The funds raised will support the operation and relocation team to fund victim recovery, relocation, and restoration services. This event will absolutely sell out, so make sure you get your tickets now and support your favorite fighter in this amazing cause. Visit the Rebel Fitness Facebook page for tickets and sponsorship information. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Rock, J-Bone, P-Mace. Jam, man, what you doing? Emails, man? Business?
Yes, sir. Following up.
All right, little follow-up. Okay, good do. All right, P-Mace, Patrick Mason is here. What's up, Todd? Good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. P-Mace, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. It feels good to be back.
Yeah, I hadn't seen you in a while.
I know. It's been like at least 3 weeks, probably.
Since you've been gone, East Carolina has won 3 in a row in men's basketball.
Since you've been gone.
Women struggling.
Yes.
What's wrong with the women this year?
Their defense isn't as good. Like, they just can't rely on holding teams to, 55, 50 points. And they're just not a team who can play from behind either. So if they have a bad quarter, which seems to happen to them once every game, if you're down by 10, you're in some serious trouble. They just don't have that firepower, and that defense isn't limiting teams.
Weren't they up 10 against South Florida?
They were, yeah.
Okay.
With I think 5-6 minutes to go, it looked like, and that would have been a really good win. South Florida's a good team, and they kind of collapsed. I think South Florida went on like a 21-3 run. It was something crazy like that, and just kind of buried them.
And admittedly, I don't follow it as closely as I should, or maybe others. But Amaya Joyner, I don't know if she's kind of taking her next step. And also, wasn't she out of the starting lineup? Like, what's going on with her and her season?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of trying to find some energy off the bench, as well as just trying to get her going. Because sometimes she'll just be quiet for an entire half. She'll have 2 points, and then she'll really pick it up. So I really think just her coming off the bench is just trying to shake some things up. And they do have, Tatiana Weiss is another big that they use as well. I just don't know if they can play with 2 bigs all the time right now. They just, they're, like I said, they're really struggling on defense, and if they can't stop some teams, they can't score enough to catch them.
All right, well, that's the women's side. Good news on the men's side. 3 straight victories.
And they're hitting threes. 11, 11, and 10 three-pointers made in the last 3 games, and all wins. And
coincidence?
I think not.
I love when I hear Morgan Ahlers say 3-point basket.
He's been saying it a lot lately.
I love it.
But yeah, they're hitting some shots. I mean, that is so huge. I mean, I asked Mike Schwartz about it, and he just said it just changes everything. Team's got to guard you out there. The floor gets a little bit more open. I mean, they got some guys who can shoot. I think Jan is shooting close to 40%. I mean, he can really stroke it, and I just think they're kind of playing good basketball. They're already like an elite rebounding team.
Yeah,
and if you can get that
Jared
ball
talked
back,
about the rebounding in the South Florida win it was
like
massive.
plus 21. I mean, that's insane. So, I mean, if they keep rebounding and you hit some shots, this team looks way different than it does when you're not hitting threes.
They are not a team built with a lot of bigs, or at least bigs that play.
Like a traditional big.
Sear hasn't played the last 2 games.
So was South Florida just undersized, or are we just boxing out or hustling? Or?
Wasn't it Reed Kaysen?
Yeah.
He's filling in for Sears minutes, but that's 2-3 minutes a game.
Right.
It's not much, but
like CJ Walker's our big
he's
man,
6'9".
right?
Yeah, I think he's 6'9", but
And
he
that's
doesn't
not
play
his-
like it.
Right, he's not at the 5, or that's not like his natural position. But yeah, I mean, South Florida didn't have like a big that they could just dominate ECU with, so they could afford to go small. Like, Trevi played the 5 for a lot of that game, and he's 6'3".
Jamie says, Clip, you should do the impression of P. Mase you did yesterday. I remember doing an impression. Do you remember what? Oh, it was a regular. What were we talking about? You said it's one of the Pirate Radio regulars.
That Chandler stood up on Sunday.
That did what?
Chandler stood up.
Oh, yeah. And I was going through the rotation with Zach Kaplan. Hey, you want to watch the game? And then I went to Mully. Hey, Bob, you want to watch the game? Went
Did
to Bryce. Hey, man.
Hey, man, you wanna watch the game?
John, lock in. We going to watch the game? And then I went to P. Mase. Hey, man.
What's up?
Are we gonna watch the game, eat some soup?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, man. Gonna watch a football game? Hey, Chandler.
What kind of soup we eating?
I got vegetable soup. You wanna watch the game? That was my impression. I don't know. What do you think, Patrick?
I don't know. I wasn't that impressed, but I guess.
Whoa,
it
your
worked.
voice got deeper than my impression.
I wasn't that impressed.
Now you sound like Sam Elliott.
Hey, everybody.
All right, my bad.
I like it. I appreciate it.
P. Mase joining us. Speaking of ECU basketball, Joel says, speaking of Miami basketball,
Miami,
which was a while back, how about old Brandon Johnson? I mean,
how about him, huh?
I don't know
How about old Brandon Johnson?
I haven't checked up on him.
If he is doing good, it's not helping.
Yeah, I know he starts. I know Miami stinks.
That's a start.
But like, are you criticizing him?
You can do a lot of that. Like, what's Ezra up to?
What is Ezra up to? I'll look him up.
Miami and ECU are going to end up in the same place, unfortunately.
On the couch in March.
Yeah, and he's making
Cancun.
more money than he could make here. So
so maybe he will go to Cancun.
I'm not gonna laugh in his face and say, "Ha ha, your team sucks, Brandon.
You're an idiot."
Yeah, when I went home around Christmas time to visit my family, me and my dad were watching some Iowa basketball, and they played Utah, and Ezra was starting, and I'm like, "Hey, look at that!" And then like in the first timeout or rotation, he went out. So I don't think he's a huge part of that team.
BJ averaging 7 and 7 basically.
So it's just kind of a.
And he's shooting 24% from 3.
Yikes.
Man.
So that's kind of a rotational guy over there.
29, 30 minutes a game.
So he's playing minutes.
Ezra, 11.1 points per game, 4.6 rebounds.
So their numbers could be better individually here at East Carolina. No doubt about that.
Oh, we could definitely use the size.
We could use Brandon's three-point shooting as well. Maybe not 24%, but if
I mean, he was up and down like that last year.
Yeah, he'd have some games where he'd hit 6, and
then he'd have
kind of like
and then
RJ
10
this year. RJ can knock down 7 sometimes, and then other times he'll go 1 for 10.
Mike P said, I love Greenville. No offense, but he also gets to go to school in Miami.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of...
I don't know. I'd rather live in Greenville.
There you go, Jarrett.
And you know how professional players at the end of their career, they kind of chase some rings and go places like, I mean, they're not necessarily chasing a ring, I guess, at Miami, but like, you're like, why not just go see what else is out there?
You only get this opportunity once.
Right. Like, just go play somewhere cool and make some money.
I'm not hating on anybody that makes those decisions.
And
Get your money up.
Right. Like, you get to play college sports for 4 years, maybe a little bit more sometimes, but like, that's it, man. Just go do your thing, have fun, and try to win and get your money now.
Travion LeBeau keeps getting better. His defense is special, says Johnny Stats.
I would agree. I mean, he kind of worked himself back into that starting lineup, and he's getting a ton of minutes. The thing about him is, like, he does play that 4 and 5, and he's just not that, he's not huge, but he gets some rebounds, and I think anything offensively from him is just plus.
Well, he is a lightning rod on the message boards. because he just doesn't have much of an offensive game, I guess. So he gets picked on a lot there, I see.
Well, yeah, I mean, they don't use him offensively as much. Like a lot of the stat sheets, 0 for 1, 0 for 2. And it was a surprise to see him make shots and be a key figure in the offensive game plan.
Yeah.
I really do think he has worked himself back into like the good graces, I guess. I'm not necessarily he was saying he wasn't, but I really do think he's putting in some work to make himself a pretty valuable player.
Does anyone know what Julian Samaro's story is?
No,
we just kind of got some vagueness, and he was just stepping away from the team, is what we heard, and then he just wasn't on the bench anymore.
Well, he was. He was on the bench.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess it was
The last game he was too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He missed a couple, but that's when the illness was going around the locker room.
So maybe that was it. So
yeah,
I'm not sure.
By the way, since the Mike Schwartz illness, Pirates have been red hot.
Yeah, that's right. Since we talked to Riley Davis that game,
he's been puking out some wins.
Yeah, Riley Davis also said in that post-game presser, wouldn't be surprised if we won on a run.
More like Rally Davis.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike Schwartz.
Mike
pukes.
Ditka? I've never seen
Riley
a man
Davis
read a
rallies.
box score so closely before. When I watched Riley Davis in that media scrum.
Yeah. Wow, we had 11 assists.
Yeah, he was like looking at it for the first time. It was awesome.
Those coaches, they like to look back at the film.
Yep. Got to look at the film first.
Got to look at the film. Let's do a standings update in the American, because now that East Carolina's playing well, I don't mind looking at
I
standings.
think they are 6th, tied for 6th.
Power 6.
That's not bad.
There's only, if you look at it, there's only 4 teams with more wins than them.
Memphis is 6-1, along with North Texas, teams that we went down to the wire with.
Yep.
But
Temple
lost.
is. Are they still 4-1?
They are 4-3, Bone.
Dang, they
Keep
lost 2
up.
straight.
Blazers of UAB and the Green Wave of Tulane are 5-2. And then there's Temple, and then the Pirates are 6th, tied with South Florida.
I just think we're seeing that glimpse of there was a lot good with ECU basketball that was happening even during these losses, and I think a lot of it was offensively. And I just think if you make some shots, you can kind of see what this vision for this team was, I guess.
I was going to ask, do we play UAB? The answer is yes, and we play them here at home on February 11th.
Ooh, nice.
And how about Tulane? We haven't seen the Green Wave this season so far.
No, we haven't. We have not.
Corey, do we play?
And I don't know if we actually play each other.
I was looking at the TV and I heard that voice and I said, did someone just hop in or hop on the line?
Well, Corey, let me tell you that we do play.
We actually do we?
It will be at Tulane on the 19th of February and at Minges Coliseum on March the 6th.
I can't wait to go back. Is AJ still open?
By then, it might be.
Okay.
I've heard it was going to be open by last Thanksgiving. So
I heard January 18th.
Oh, yeah?
What is that, your Corey Glory or something?
I try. It's starting to hurt my voice.
Must not be very good if Patrick has to. Hey, is it better than my Patrick Mason?
Is it better?
I don't know, but it really hurts to do.
You guys like these soft, dulcet tones.
Chandler's got a new go-to that I really like now, and that is Jerry Jones.
It's actually my Jerry Jones. And when you think about the Dallas Cowboys and Brian Schottenheimer, now he's never been a head coach in the league, but I have more faith in Brian than I ever have as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. And I remember as a little pup, I get emotional because I have all the backgrounds of a head coach.
Isn't that when he said his name is no longer Brian?
Yeah.
He's our head coach.
His name is no longer
His
Brian.
name is now Dallas Cowboys.
His name
head coach
is Coach, and he is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
The breathing is good that you do.
I do appreciate that.
The breathing's good.
Thank you.
Jerry Jones does breathe.
I saw yesterday, I think it was Joe Giglio was talking about Brian Schottenheimer's just a bridge head coach. Dion and Bill Belichick said, give me one more year. But that also just seems like grasping at straws for Cowboys fans.
Well, when he means bridge, you think of the London Bridge, and you think of of London Bridge by Fergie. And I actually tried to get her to come and actually do a halftime show at the Star one time, and she turned it down. So I guess we burned that bridge down.
That's funny, John. You're a funny guy.
Look at this guy.
I do appreciate it. Now I need to go take a nap.
Glory hole.
ECU beat by double digits only once. Most games close, says Jamie.
Most games are close.
Maybe that's what makes it so frustrating.
Yes. Yeah, close losses are always the most frustrating.
That's why I was fine with Washington losing by 72 the other day.
Yeah.
Made me feel good.
That was a fun season, though, right? You had a good time in that season? Like, you had a blast, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, I was thinking about this in the context of, like, I forget we were talking about this, but context of the Dodgers, where, like, as a fan, you probably can't enjoy that season because it's title or bust every time.
So Danny, being a Patriots fan, said that he, like, woke up or whatever, not even wild card weekend, like divisional round, their season started every year, basically. Like, you can't even enjoy that.
No,
really.
you can't. So, like, I think that kind of makes it fun. You're a hot team. And
I
you're
love
like,
the chase.
Yeah, I'm going to love this entire ride, no matter how it ends. So, I'm sure that was a blast, I'm hoping to get there one time.
Good luck.
All right. Johnson, baby.
Y'all know I'm kind of weird, right?
Just a little.
Could everybody roll their sleeve up real quick?
Which sleeve?
It doesn't matter.
Row raggy.
Turn your arm over a little bit, Bo. Okay, yeah.
What are we doing here?
Well, I just noticed, Patrick, that you're a hairy guy, kind of.
Yeah.
You got a lot of arm hair.
Uh-huh.
And Bone and Chandler I don't have much at all. I'm wondering if that is like your people in the Midwest because of its cold.
people. Evolution.
Right.
Yeah.
Do people from like Midwest or North have more hair on their body than people in the South?
I don't know. I necessarily don't want to get canceled here, but there are some countries that I think are very warm, and the folks there are also fairly hairy.
Okay, so maybe it doesn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah.
I'll say this: when it's summertime, I have less hair on my arms. I don't know if the sun
maybe it just bleaches it. Maybe
I don't know if the sun just like burns it off or something. I don't know.
If you step outside,
I don't know if the sun actually burns my arm hair.
You just light on fire when you walk outside.
Is that why you have the hole like in Jerry World where the sun comes through?
They want a curtain. I'm not putting a curtain up at the stadium. I want the arm hairs on my arms to be burnt off.
Seems like every Wednesday you bet on just a weird European soccer game.
I love it when they slide like that.
I guess European soccer's redundant.
Champions League, my friend. I am a champion of that league. Especially today with the way these games are going.
Here's a question. Here's a
guy.
I'm going to ask
Does it involve
this guy.
hair?
No.
Okay.
But it involves this guy. Jamie says, question, has Mase ever worn a piece of ECU apparel?
Jamie.
Does he own any?
Jamie, so yesterday he said, I like that Coach Mack wears ECU gear. First of all, Coach Mack was wearing a Pirate Radio shirt and a Pirate Radio hat. That's not ECU gear. That's Pirate Radio. He said he wanted to see Patrick and one of our other guests wearing ECU gear. Patrick's not an ECU fan.
Mack also coached here.
He is a report. He works for the Daily Reflector, not for East Carolina.
Right. You will not catch me in any sort of Pirates gear at any kind of game.
But it would be weird.
Yeah.
But like Pirate Radio.
Yeah, I got a Pirate Radio hat I wear around. I will say the first time I met Cliff Godwin, I met in his office and we talked for like an hour. And at the end of it, he went to their room and he gave me 2 like dry fit shirts.
Yeah, wear them to work out or whatever.
Yeah, and I wear those like around the house and to work out, but I'm not gonna like wear them to my job or go out and anything.
So okay, Jamie, to answer your question, he has worn a piece of ECU apparel.
Yep.
And he owns some.
But probably I won't wear it in Greenville.
Right, yeah.
Don't own a lot of ECU apparel.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe a hoodie.
Yeah. I got some hoodies. I got plenty of hats. Draws.
I do like the pirate, because I got that one you're wearing too. I like that hat. Yeah. The Pirate Radio hat.
Lid.
Big fan of this hat.
Mike P said superb owl question.
Super Bowl.
Superb.
Super Bowl question.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, why did he put it like that?
Because
it might have been
Is that a mistake?
No,
because you can't say Super Bowl?
There's some sports shows that say Superb Owl.
My bad.
Wait, why can't you say Super Bowl?
It's like
trademark.
copyright.
Roger Goodell will arrest you.
Oh my goodness.
So why
it's fine if you say it. I don't care.
It's like restaurants can't do Happy Birthday because they had to
Can we do away with Roman numerals?
No.
I will say it is kind of annoying though. Super
It's
Bowl
annoying.
XXVI. It's
It
like,
takes me a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, because of shout out Sylvester Stallone. I only know Roman numerals because of Rocky.
When it gets to the higher numbers, I'm lost.
Yeah.
It's like I understand like you got to subtract some things sometimes, but when you start adding all the different things, I kind of get lost.
Once we added the L and the V, not V, sorry, the L.
What Super Bowl is this anyway?
59.
59.
So how do you write that?
LIX.
Licks.
Yeah.
Because
you got
so
your
yeah, 10 and then
50,
you subtract
and
the
then
one
your
from
10
the 10.
minus 1.
All right.
Yeah.
Super Bowl L, was that a thing?
Yeah.
Did it just say L?
No, they had the
50?
number.
They did.
I was gonna say because you can't just throw an
was,
L there, right?
That was yours, right?
Yeah.
We all take an L.
Just have
in
the
this Super
Panthers.
Bowl.
walk
Only
around
one
L.
team took an L.
Hey,
No respect.
fumble Ruski.
That was funny.
I heard that was like a fumble and Cam didn't jump on
You
it.
kind of just looked at it, right? Just kind of got the peepers out and watched that one go.
Can we take a break?
How excited were you that day, John? Did I know you then?
No, I was a senior in high school.
That
That was 10 years ago.
But that's like the age where you are like, that's your team. That's like your life.
I remember.
Would that be weird if I was hanging out with Chandler while he was a senior in high school?
Yeah.
Very weird.
You're just walking by the school one day and hear some glorious pipes and say, I got to get this guy in the radio.
They come in.
Mrs. Williams' class, tell Honeycutt to go home. Clip Rock's here to get him.
There's a middle-aged man.
I just
here
want to
pick
hear
you
his
up.
Jerry Jones. I just want to hear his Jerry Jones.
A
Like, he
local man here to pick
Let
up
him
local
go.
kids.
He can come back. He's a good friend of mine. We're going to go and watch the Panthers Super Bowl.
Yeah, just a grown man be like, I want to hear him talk about glory hole. It's like, sir, you need to get the hell out of here.
But I actually was coming home from Beta Club convention that weekend. And the whole bus ride.
This is funny. Hunter said, "Is J-Bone frozen?"
Oh, jeez. Does this say low power mode?
No, it's funny. So me and Patrick and Chandler are really into this show, and Jared's just over there, sitting still.
You'd be a good, like, what are those, like the soldiers who have to, like, the silent soldiers who watch over the things and you're super still?
Yeah. It's like we just propped up his dead
Like
body.
guarding
The best is, like, the tiny bit of lag, and, like, he's going to get up and move, but, like, it's like.
Oh, my God. That's funny.
That is
great.
pretty good.
We only have 2 chargers.
Oh, man. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more with Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector. It said, Mike B said, Patrick looks like he really hates P-Mace. He's just staring him down. Like daring him to come across the table.
Come on.
We should be back. God, I mean it.
That's incredible.
J-Bone is very focused. No freeze, giving Sean evil eyes.
There we go.
Weekend at Bones, says Steve Hill. Need to turn on some music and he'll start dancing.
Got to get loose.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
How much America's in a can of Four Loko USA? Take a pro wrestler, give him apple pie picks, bald eagle biceps, fists of four-wheel drive, and leg spinning drones.
Doug Henry of Greenville would like to say thank you from the whole entire team for a record-breaking year. We could not have done it without all of our wonderful customers. Doug Henry always has new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry of Greenville, easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Happy 2025, Pirate Nation.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com.
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6-month special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48 months special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
IMAX is here with mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound. Come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where all the locals go for Mexican food and fun. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the Gulf of Mexico every Tuesday. A huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are only $2.99, and on Thursdays, it's half-price house margaritas. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Back with you. J-Bone's thawed out. He's back. Speaking of thawed out, let me give you... Oh, man. I'm going to bring back your container.
Hey, it's fine.
But I'll have that for you. But great bowl of soup that J-Bone brought us.
Great free bowl of soup.
And vegetable. I had it for dinner on Friday night.
Yeah.
It was excellent.
Is it supper or dinner? I've always said dinner.
Depends on where I'm at.
Man, you hadn't been around in a while. We had this conversation one day.
Man.
If I'm eating with my grandma, it's supper.
Yeah.
If I'm eating alone, it's dinner.
Somebody had the official answer for it, and now I can't remember it. So somebody remind me.
I do have a question, and I apologize if this has been brought up already, but it's kind of a soup question. There is a soup company that is trying something a little bit different where they are coming out with candy that's supposed to taste like soup.
Is it kind of like those? It's like those jelly beans. You know, they have all the million flavors of like.
Oh yeah,
the
every
jelly beans.
Yeah,
or something.
the every flavor beans or whatever they're called.
Oh my god,
we've run out of ideas.
If it's not a jelly bean because you know those are only available at Easter. But the
Ellerby reference.
That's an Ellerby reference. Okay. It apparently it's like some sort of hard candy, and I want to say it's like Progresso soup is the one that's kind of coming out with that. And I heard it somewhere, and I was like, "Oh, I need to ask P. Mase."
How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that? And would you actually try one if it was available to you?
I think I would try it, but I don't know if I like that idea.
I don't like that idea at all. Chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, that's not like a candy. Like the whole point of it's like it's soup. It's not something you chew necessarily. I mean, maybe you chew the ingredients, but
to be sweet.
Yeah,
it's a good way to get your house egged on Halloween.
Yes,
I remember.
This guy serves candy soup,
or that orange and black wrapper peanut thingy.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
thought you were
Happy
talking
stuff.
about a rat, like a person wrapped orange and black. I was like, who's this fella?
It's probably Harry.
I was reminded
Somewhere in the north.
I was reminded of why soup's great in the winter because, like, sure, the exterior, man, it's hot, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
it's
yeah,
hot
you
going down.
definitely. Yeah.
Caliente.
But it warms your insides.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can feel it going down.
I forgot about that. And I was like, I am so warm right now.
Yeah.
My insides are so warm.
I'm cold.
Like
We'll
to the
order a
point
hot
where
dish.
you almost sweat.
Do you ever get that with water though? Like you drink a really cold glass of water and you feel it. Go,
I like
do
that. I like that.
In the summertime, that is a great
It
feeling.
is.
It's a great feeling. One of the best feelings. What have we not talked about? Mike P said it's dinner unless you're 100 years old, then it's supper. That's not the answer I was looking for.
But it's probably.
I think it was like if your last meal of the day
is dinner.
is dinner.
So supper's like an early dinner, maybe.
Well, that makes
Like,
sense.
there's
4
something on
o'clock.
that
Maybe
say-
that's why
I've only heard a bunch of blue hairs call it supper. So
Yeah, I guess the older you get, because I guess they do eat at 3 and 4. You got to
Yeah.
get the early bird special.
Joel is asking, do you microwave the candies? Jamie says I could go for a beef stew piece of candy. That just sounds gross.
It just seems like something you got. It's like a mental hurdle you gotta cross to eat that thing. It's like, oh, is this some chocolate? No, man, it's beef stew.
Nah, man, it's clam chowder.
what does it even look like? I guess it would look like a butterscotch, maybe.
I guess.
Just a tan.
What's it, like a lozenge? Where you just like suck on it and like, then it's soup.
All right, answering and asking all the good questions here today on Pirate Radio Live. We talked hoops. P-Mace, where were you Monday, dude?
Just not feeling well.
Oh, man.
But I feel like $1 million now, so I'm back.
$1 million.
I feel like 50
all the
bucks.
dollars.
Chandler feels like 50
I
bucks.
feel like 100.
Is it a crisp 100?
ECU baseball, we'll talk about it more in the coming weeks. We'll do some over-unders before we get there.
That'd be
But
fun.
do you have a take on Pirate baseball right now?
I don't know. This is kind of my first time covering this team when they're not having all this national hype. And I think that's actually kind of cool. I'm kind of interested to see how they play, not necessarily from like behind, but like without that, I don't know, expectation. I mean, they're going to have their own expectation, but I'm very curious to see how this thing shakes out. There's so many newcomers, a lot of different moving pieces, starting rotations, big question mark. So yeah, I think it'll be a pretty fun season.
Do you think they'll play better with no expectation behind them?
I think it's the same thing. Like they, in their minds, they think they're awesome and they're going to go to the regional. So I think they're going to still carry that with them. But I just don't think there's that outside noise saying like, you're the number 12 team coming in and you got to do all this. They can just, play some ball.
John Moody always asks his wife, sup for sup?
What's up for supper?
Sup for sup. Okay.
Yeah, I like
think
that.
I'm a what's for dinner? What do y'all want for dinner? Question asker.
Yeah.
I am always
Beef.
asking myself, what am I going to do for dinner?
Yeah.
I ponder.
Inner monologue.
No, I speak out loud. I live alone, so I mean, what's the...
Yeah.
Do you talk to yourself a lot?
Yeah.
I don't know. There was like, I don't know how your guys' pandemic experience was, but I was like living by myself, and there was like, I'd probably go like 5 days without uttering a word sometimes. And then I'm like, man, I gotta talk to my dog, I guess. But I'm like, man, like this is weird.
Time to ring up mom.
Yeah.
Chandler, we do a lot of Scooby-Dooing and like
Scooby-Doo.
singing songs. I do that to myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome for. Or did you do that before you met me?
Yeah, I didn't Scooby-Doo per se, but I would always hum, sing, freestyle.
I've been doing it a lot more since I've hung around y'all.
Yes.
Just break out into
So you're the
songs.
black and orange rapper. Doing some freestyling at the Casa.
That's right. All right, P-Mace, what you got going on this week? You got women's hoops.
Yeah, women's hoops tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. And then I don't think basketball's not home this weekend, right?
Nope.
So
We'll be back on the 5th.
yeah. So
Against,
it'd be nice.
I don't know.
That was a long Saturday of hoops last week.
Doubleheader.
But they got a week off, and we'll see if they can, string it to 4.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
They'll be back home on the 5th against Rice.
Rice.
I just really enjoy Mike Schwartz. I think he really knows what he's doing. So I'm glad that the team's kind of coming together for
Ton of
him.
respect to
Me
you
too.
for saying that.
I don't
Yeah.
think he gets a lot of the credit he deserves.
Yeah, and he's just
Just, I
awesome
mean-
to deal with. Like, selfishly, I just really enjoy covering that team because he's really honest, and I don't know, it's fun to cover.
My only criticism is like bringing some guys that can shoot threes.
Yeah.
That's like all I got. Like, I know he wants it. Like,
Yep.
he's all in.
Yeah.
Like, he's not coasting, getting a paycheck. Like, he works his ass off.
He does.
The team plays their ass off. You just can't shoot.
Yeah, it's just kind of the mix. But, I mean, they are a super athletic team. They got some bounce and they can rebound and they had some shooting.
Riley's already a top 5 dunker in ECU history.
Yeah,
if not higher than
he
that.
He is one of my favorite players to watch in all the basketball.
And he gets a ton of steals. I feel like that goes under the radar. I mean, he's in all the passing lanes. He makes plays.
All right, P. Mase, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
What'd you think of the Pete Carroll hire by the Raiders?
I actually like it. We were talking the other day. I think he's going to bring just some professionalism. Like at the very least, I think he's going to have that football team saying, "This is how you practice. This is how you be a professional."
We got a guy that can coach football.
That's how I felt when we Washington got Rivera. I was like, at least there's an adult in the room.
Yeah, exactly.
And look, the results weren't great, but
you knew things were going to go in the right track of this is how it should look. And
and it's a 3-4 year deal. So I mean, he's 73. This isn't the next 20 years, but I think it'll create something great for the next guy.
Yeah, just create a floor. This is how we do business, and then you can move on. I like it.
All right, there you go. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Take a time out. Come back when we return. Rahjai Harris.
Rahjai
will join us. Also, Danny Beal will be on the program as well. We got more on Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird with some exciting news about Shimmer Boutique. The new website is live and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutiqueonline.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands from Kendra Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Are you ready for some outdoor fun? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates. UBE and Pirate PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strauds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903, and both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, earlier today, talked to our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris, down in South Carolina. Fresh off a workout. Let's see and hear that interview right now. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai just hopped in his car fresh from a workout, so we got you right off another workout. How you doing, Rahjai?
I'm doing great, man. I can't complain, man. Trying to live every day, one day at a time.
Is this the routine for you now as we prepare for, pro day and stuff like that, just working out every day?
Yeah, man, grinding and spending time with my people, man. Just trying to, cherish that time while I can. That's really one of the reasons why I chose to work out around my home. I'm from like Duncan area, but I work out in like Greenville, South Carolina. So it's about a 30-minute drive. So it's enough just to be away for a little bit, but good work for sure.
Speaking of Duncan and Greenville, I was on a show with these guys called the Sports Nuts last Friday, and it's 4 different guys. They're from South Carolina, Georgia, and around those parts. And I tried to, I guess, connect with them a little bit. Said, hey, 3 of my all-time favorite Pirates are from South Carolina and Georgia. 2 in football, Rahjai from Duncan and Dwayne Harris from Stone Mountain, Georgia. And then R.J. Felton, basketball, is a South Carolina guy. And I was just thinking about it, Rahjai, South Carolina and even Georgia, and but that area has been good to the Pirates. We need to keep recruiting South Carolina, I guess.
Yeah, most definitely, man. They offered my little brother about a year ago, and I've been trying to get him to be a Pirate, man. And everybody that gets offered around here in South Carolina, man, I'm always retweeting, trying to, keep the tradition going, man.
I know you love the decision you made, Rahjai, but remind us again, if you didn't play football at ECU, where would you have been running the ball with 47 on? What school would you have been at?
If I didn't come to ECU, I don't know, man. I always wanted to go to like an in-state school. I always wanted to go to like South Carolina, Clemson, but God had different plans for me, man, and they worked out in my favor. So I don't know, man. I don't know where I could, flourish at like I did at ECU, man. It just the Pirates done gave me opportunity, and I took off and ran with it, man, and I'm glad I did.
When you grow up in North Carolina, a lot of people, as children, as kids, will gravitate towards course, in East Carolina, but also in North Carolina, NC State, Duke. So down in South Carolina, growing up, were you Gamecocks or Tigers? Or did you have a preference?
So I was Gamecocks early on. Marcus Lattimore played at South Carolina. So he came from Burns, and, everybody knew about Marcus Lattimore. Like, I'm talking about everybody. And then as I got older, I started liking Clemson. I don't know. I guess it was the offensive scheme they had with Tony Elliott as the OC and, Jeff Scott and all of them guys, man. They had something going. They was winning. And shoot, I just started liking Clemson.
Yeah. Man, you go through it now. I do sports trivia a few times a week, and it seems like every time I have a receiver question in the NFL, there's a Clemson Tiger there. They've just had so many NFL guys the last decade plus. It's been crazy.
You ain't lying.
Rahjai, speaking of the NFL, great run by my Commanders. Came up a tad short on Sunday. We wanted to stop Saquon and not let him be a factor. First play of the game, boom, that's out the window. And the Eagles too tough. So we got Eagles Chiefs. Rahjai, what you thinking?
I'm not going against Pat Mahomes. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I just can't go against them. But I mean, I like the Eagles because they definitely can run the ball, and to win games, you got to run the ball. But I just can't go against Mahomes. Like, it's just Mahomes is one of them guys. He done been there so many times. So, the team. Now I can't even say him, just the team, man. They connect so well, man. They got that good chemistry, man. And like I said, they done been there so many times. So I got Mahomes.
We know all about Kelsey, but man, and Hollywood Brown seems to be healthy. He got going on Sunday. I honestly didn't know Juju was still making plays in 2025. He was getting open down the field. Xavier Worthy's a young stud. So, like, not necessarily like big time all pro household names, but Mahomes will find them. And
it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a good defensive game.
You think so? Maybe lower score?
Just because the Eagles defense is crazy. I'm sorry. It's crazy out there. And I feel like if they get to Mahomes early, I feel like it could be a long game. But then again, it's just Mahomes, man. Like, he make plays.
And let me speak to my guy, Jaden Daniels. Even I mean, they were moving the ball against the Eagles, but
they were.
You know what happens? The punches, the fumbles. The Washington just fumbled the ball too much on Sunday.
We talked about that last week about turnovers, man. Turnovers can make or break you, I tell you.
Yeah. Rahjai Harris joining us today. Looking forward to the Super Bowl. Got the Pro Bowl games this weekend. Super Bowl coming up the following week. Since we last talked, Rahjai, I believe, or it might have been out by then, but East Carolina will open up with NC State on a Thursday night. So we won't have to wait till that Saturday. We'll get Thursday night football. Talk to Alex Harper. He, wishes he could be there playing for that Thursday night. I know you'd like to be there too. But what you think about the boys going into a Thursday night game to start the season?
It don't matter. Put the ball down, man. I got the guys, man. I got Pirates by 90. I'm just ready to see this shift, man. It's already shifting. The program's already shifting, but I just can't wait to see all of it just, get put out for everybody else to see. We played them boys in the bowl game, so I know they're going to be mad or whatever, but, man, I got them boys in the locker room, I'm telling you.
Have I asked you, Rahjai, what you were doing during that scuttlebutt at the end of the game? Were you in the middle of it? Were you on the sidelines? Where were you when all that was going on?
No comment.
Okay. All right.
No, I'm just playing. I wasn't doing anything.
No, that's smart, man. That's a good answer.
I wasn't doing anything.
You're media trained well with that no comment. That's good.
Man. You crazy, man.
I know it's not. Look, we get up here like we don't want to see that. That's terrible for the game. But honestly, as a fan, that makes it. That's what a rivalry is, man. Guys going at it. So as long as it don't,
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you I didn't like it. I loved
there you go.
I loved it. But I did not take it.
Yep. Hey, as long as you're not in it, you love it, right? I think that's how it works.
You funny, bro.
All right, Raj. Well, what else you following in sports, man? You an NBA guy. We talked to Holton Ahlers today. He's a big Knicks fan, watches every single game, and is hoping his guys make a few moves to try to catch the Celtics and the Cavs. But like, you following that? You following college basketball? What are you watching?
Nah, I'm not really following anything, but I am a LeBron fan, so I do see all the LeBron stuff, man. LeBron's the GOAT. I don't know about you, Clip. I don't know who you like or whatever, but I'm sorry. LeBron is one of one.
Look, I grew up.
You're gonna say Jordan, I know.
No, I grew up with Jordan, and so that's kind of where I'm at. But I've always given LeBron credit because he was on Sports Illustrated when he was in high school. And you think about child actors and like sports stars that we know them when they're young, and they always tend to screw up or something. And I don't blame them. Like, they get millions at a young age. They get fame. It messes with your head. Like, LeBron's never been in trouble. He's put up more numbers than anybody. So, yeah, I give him credit for all that. I'm just like, I'm not willing to say he's the greatest just because I watched Jordan pretty much his whole time. That's why I can't do it.
I respect that answer. I guess.
But I'm not a LeBron hater by any means. Like,
okay. As long as you're not a LeBron hater, then
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And to do what he's doing now is just stupid. Like, he's still getting it done. It's crazy.
That is crazy. I think he's trying to wait for the youngest child to come up.
Well, I'll tell you what. And where is he? He just committed to a school, right? Arizona, says Jarrett. I think that's right.
So, I want to say something like that.
Yeah. Look, when are we going to start to have if we're not already, the Brady versus Mahomes greatest ever?
I like Brady.
Okay. See, you grew up on Brady. You're an old head. You can't give Mahomes his respect.
Not yet. I give him his respect when he done playing, but I seen Brady do some crazy stuff like year after year. I was looking at his stats the other day. That's what's so crazy. I was telling my girlfriend about Tom Brady because she's just clueless. She don't know anything about Tom Brady. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you don't know Tom? So I gave her the stats the other day, and she's like, well, that's like LeBron James. And I'm like, yep, that's like LeBron James.
Pretty much. There you go. I'm assuming, I'm trying to think back, Rahjai, when my daughter was your daughter's age. Of course, the TV shows, but is there a movie or two that gets played on repeat? Because I was thinking like Toy Story, Cars. It was like the same cycle, Frozen, same cycle of movies over and over and over. You got that going on right now with your girl?
It was the Grinch, like during Christmas, like the whole December, we watched Grinch every day, every day. But now it's not no movie now. She loves, I guess Mickey Mouse have like different versions now because I remember the MIC. You know what I'm saying? I remember that one. Yeah, but now it's like it's another version. So we be watching all type of Mickey Mouses, but she loved Mickey Mouse.
And I can't hate that. I got to remember.
I can't hate it. I kind of grew up on that too a little bit. So.
Yep. I like Ninja Turtle movie. Like every day I got home from school, like it was like the same thing. So, Jared, get ready for that when you have a kid. I know you it's going to be the same thing, and you just got to deal with it. And that's the way it goes. All right, Rahjai. Well, the grind remains for you, man. And I'll probably ask you this every time we talk, but any key dates you're looking forward to as far as big workout days for you or anything? You getting in front of scouts or anybody, anything like that?
I got a couple events coming up. Kind of been keeping it kind of down low.
Okay.
No reason, but I just try to keep it down low, man. But I do got a couple dates I'm looking forward to. Around Valentine's Day, I'll be going to Charlotte to do some things up there. But yeah, man, I got some big things coming up. You'll see in the media, stuff like that, man.
Good stuff. Well, we'll keep in touch with you, man. Keep up the good work, 1%, and we'll talk to you next week.
My God, man. Good to see you, man.
All right, buddy. Rahjai Harris joining us on Pirate Radio Live as we chronicle his moves until, draft day, free agency, whatever the next step is for Rahjai Harris on a football field. But working out right now, and he told us there he's got some things on the horizon. Of course, one of those things, East Carolina Pro Day, which will have the Pirates working out for NFL, and sometimes there's CFL scouts, maybe some UFL scouts out there this year. We learned earlier in the show that Holton Ahlers will be back with the Arlington Renegades, along with some former Pirates, Garrett McGinn and Isaiah Winstead. So exciting stuff there. When we return, DB joins us in the Pirate Radio studios, Danny Beal. Got a new edition of the Danny Beal Show with Carter Spivey, the former Pirate pitcher, now with the Guardians organization. We'll talk about that. and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Got our Fleet Feet rundown on the way as well. Back with you after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Craving wings that kick it up a notch? Wings Over Greenville is launching an all-new buffalo flavor lineup you won't want to miss. Try the fiery heat of Afterburner or blast off with the bold liftoff. And that's just the beginning. Order straight from Wings Over. No third-party apps are needed. Wings Over Greenville delivers your favorites hot and fresh right to your door. Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Visit wingsover.com today and soar into flavor with their new buffalo lineup. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Is your office printer on the fritz? Don't wait days for a repair. This is Walker Allen Volova with CopyPro, where we promise fast 3-hour service on all of your copy equipment. No need to press 1 for English for an overseas service line. All of our calls are answered right here in Greenville. Plus, we offer a free office printing analysis to help you cut cost and boost efficiency. We'll show you exactly how to save money on ink, toner, and energy. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 1-800-682-6558 and see how we can help your office run more efficiently. CopyPro, fast service, smarter printing, bringing more value to your business.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni My Way, an extra-large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
This is Chris Johnson, CJ2K. You listen to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They are locally owned and operated. They don't share trucks and they guarantee your delivery date. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. You can make the transition from your present to your future with ease with Advanced Moving and Storage. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Of course, they're open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m. Something going on every single night. Coming up on Thursday night, you can enjoy Singo along with karaoke. And then on Friday night, it'll be the Cooper Greer Band performing. And then on Saturday, it is Landon Benton performing. And, of course, ladies, you get in free all weekend long. And you can check out the latest news and notes on the Bucks Facebook and Instagram pages. And we will see you at the Buck. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Welcome back into the show. Clip Rock. Shirley Rhodes. Hayden. Do we know her last name?
Yeah.
What is it?
Miller
time. All right. Danny Beal's here. What's up, DB?
How's it going?
It's going good. Let's get our Fleet Feet rundown if we can. Harp, tell us about our friends over at Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
All right, we had ECU Baseball Media Day on Monday. Danny, did you miss that? Did you miss taking questions from reporters?
It was kind of funny because I had just finished working out and I walked through and everybody was like, I say everybody, but it was like Meador, Bone was there with Chandler, Zach Kaplan.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Igo was there and I said hey to a couple of them and they were like, yo, you don't want to do your job and like ask them questions? I was like, this is the last thing I want to do. It'd be so awkward asking them questions. Like, I would ask a question to Coach Godwin and be like, oh, really? You think that's a good question?
Well,
right?
That's what you're doing with your podcast now.
That's right.
And Carter Spivey will be a guest. You are recording an episode. You want to say with who tonight or not? It's up to you.
Special guest. Yeah, I'll say we're recording an episode tonight with Kevin Youngs, which is going to be great next week. But I will say, and I said it on X earlier, the episode that we recorded with Spivey is one of, if not my favorite that I've recorded. Like, obviously, Coach Godwin's going to put butts in seats, and there's other guys too. But, like, dude, an hour and some change that we had with Spivey, like the stuff we talked about, the stories, the advice that he would give to younger kids if he was in their position, like it is incredible stuff.
I love his story, and I've brought it up with him. His ERA looked like a good points per game average in basketball his freshman year.
I can say, because he'll admit it, he was absolutely awful when we were younger. It was like when he was in the season of 21, he was brutal.
Fast forward, conference player of the year, and just an amazing pitcher. Yeah. And worked his way to now the Guardians organization. So check out the Danny Beal Show with Carter Spivey. And again, a new ep being recorded tonight. Let's fast forward to this year's Pirates, Austin Knight. We asked him some questions at Media Day. Let's go Austin Knight 2, Shirley. When will Jake Hunter return and be able to pitch for the Pirates?
Yeah, well, Jake is actually going into his third week of facing live hitters. And so he threw live this past week. He'll have two more outings in this week, in the middle of the week, and then also in the weekend. And he'll kind of stay on that plan until we get to open and weekend. And so as long as everything goes well and he keeps checking the boxes in his protocols with his rehab, he will be available the first weekend. And so it all comes down to, of course, him feeling good, us being comfortable with where he's at and what we're seeing. But right now, he looks great. He looks great. His pitch mix looks great. Physically, he's done a really, really awesome job of getting his body into the best shape that it's been since he's been here. And so just really excited and thankful for him in general, because that guy's been through it, man. You know, he's going into his fourth year, and he's worked his tail off, and he's had a good career. And so, you know, at this point, not this point, but when the injury happened last year, it's like, you know, a little bit of doom and gloom. It's like you're really upset for that kid. But really, it's been best case scenario in the rehab so far. And we still got a ways to go, to make sure that he's feeling the way that he needs to, but just super excited for him.
I asked Jake, what he could improve on while not being physically able to do a lot of stuff and, mental side of the game and all that. And he took it a different way. He said relationships with his teammates, with his coaches, with faith, like everything. That was a pretty mature answer, I thought, from Jake Hunter.
He's very quiet.
Yeah.
Like you get to know him. Like me and Jake are very close. We're probably one of my best friends, and it is very person to person on how you perceive Jake. Like if somebody that doesn't really know him would be like, yeah, he's just a quiet kid. He's just always around. He works hard, but he's not really like engaging with his teammates a lot, as opposed to me where it's like we're talking baseball, where he's coming over for dinners, all this stuff. But the fact that he is actually investing, because I think he's understanding that he's a leader now. Like he's the older guy, he's the elder statesman in the group, so he has to kind of put that and take it upon himself to be in that position, and he's done a great job so far.
Austin Knight was asked what rule changes we may see this year regarding pitchers. Cut 3, Shirley.
The changes aren't really changes. I think they're just kind of mandating it at a little bit higher level by the umpires. And so, yeah, I almost got thrown out of an inter squad this past weekend. But that'd have been something, huh? But basically what was happening there is in the past with the pitch clock, the pitchers have just been working extremely fast. Now the hitter's eyes have to be up within the 10 seconds. The pitcher can't start their delivery until the eyes are on them. Now, in those circumstances, right or wrong, I think some of the umpires are still figuring out exactly what that looks like because they have a lot on their plate. They're trying to call balls and strikes. They're trying to manage the game. And so that was kind of what we were talking about and going through because Ethan was in the windup and there was just some confusion of what was happening and where he was at in his delivery and all those different things. And so I think that all that stuff will get cleared up really early in the spring. You may see some guys get called on some things, but I think as with any of these rules, as the spring goes, we got to get in a flow with everything. So.
All right, kind of a part 2, because Cliff Godwin referenced this, so I wanted to ask Austin Knight about it. Will pitchers be checked for substances? This is cut 4, Shirley.
Yes, and so with the starting pitchers, they have to be checked basically at the beginning of their outing. And so the umpires are also figuring out when they're going to do that. Is that after the first inning? Is that before the second inning? What does that look like? All the relievers get checked on their way in from the bullpen. And so there's obviously some viral videos of guys kind of lathering their hands up with stuff in the spring last year. And so, they're trying to obviously do exactly like they do in the major leagues and make sure that people are not cheating on the mound. And so it's not something that our guys are going to have to worry about because, our guys aren't doing that anyway.
All right. Danny, did you ever doctor the baseball with anything?
No, but I've had the opportunity to on a multitude of occasions. Mostly in summer ball, they were like that was when I was introduced to it. But then when I kind of got back here, there were certain guys that would do it or had tried it before in like bullpens and stuff just to see what it was like, and I had never really liked it. It just feels weird. It doesn't feel like I have control of the ball.
I was going to say, yeah, go
not
ahead,
even like
Jared.
some snot or anything. Does anybody do that?
Sweat.
I'll lick the crap out of my fingers. Like I will. It almost looks like probably like a nervous tick when I'm up there because Coach Godwin always used to make fun of me before. But I like lick and rub it on my pants, and that's kind of the stickiness I get. But if it's like spider tack or the stuff that Garrett Cole used, it's like we used to have some to like rub up the balls. I think like way back when just to like practice with them and stuff, just in case like the weather conditions or whatever was going on. But we could have it where you're like the ball would stick to your fingers holding it like up. It's just like I don't like that stuff, man.
I always think about it from a pitcher's dominance and strikeouts. But Parker Bird the other day when we were talking about this topic was like it's terrifying because the pitcher don't know where the ball is going to go sometimes when they use too much stuff. So he said from that standpoint, it's nice to know that they're cracking down on it. And I asked those guys, like, did they think it was warranted? And we kind of went back to that video where they showed the guy.
What was it, Texas A&M?
That's what they were saying.
Alabama or A&M, one of the two. But it was literally like from the stands, and the dude's like in the corner of the bullpen. It looks like he's like trying to make a fire in the corner. It's like, what are you doing?
So just something different. We'll see. Hey, Danny Beal's name came up at media day. Cut 6, Shirley. Who will be your workhorse, parentheses, like Danny Beal?
I think that could be a number of a couple of guys. We already talked about Norby a little bit. I'm not saying that Norby's going to have 40 appearances like Danny had. That's ideally we don't have that scenario. But I think you have a good mix of 4, 5, 6 different guys that will be running out of that bullpen that will have an opportunity to go and log a bunch of important innings, but who's going to be Danny Beal? The answer is no one's going to be Danny Beal, because, for one, he had to do that for us last year, right? That was the way we were going to win, the way we were going to be successful. But hopefully through recruiting and through development, these guys have grown and we will have more options to roll out there and to take the place of Danny, to be able to fill those innings and those innings be quality over time.
What if it's like first weekend and Danny's watching the game in street clothes and Cliff's just like, "Hey, Beal, get in there." We just see him.
By God, that's Danny Beal's music.
We need you again.
I hadn't heard that cut. That's very cool that he said that.
Yeah, and look, that has been a thing for East Carolina baseball pre-Danny Beal. There's always like an innings-eating guy that comes up huge. Over the like Ryan Williams comes to mind. He spent some time with the Cubs organization, but he was a huge come out of the bullpen every night guy. Saylor did it, I think.
Saylor broke the appearances record in 2022, and the only reason Spivey didn't do it was because he would pitch more innings at a time. Saylor was smaller.
How close were you to that?
I think
I have to look it up.
I think 2 or 3, and the only reason I didn't get it is because you didn't go to a super.
Wow, yeah. So you would have had it.
Yeah, but I mean it. I think I'm third all time in career, and it was like one dude has like, I think it's Seth Simmons who actually coached for the Dirtbags, who had like 50 more than me. And it's like, how do you have an arm, dude? Like, it's ridiculous.
Tyler, celebrity sighting, said saw Garrett Saylor at a rec league basketball game this weekend.
Jeez, where was
that? He playing or was he? What was he doing?
Does he have children?
He's at
okay.
He's at home now. He's coaching our high school team that me and him went to, and he's our high school pitching coach right now, so he's probably closer to home.
All right, this is a little for me, but also I was told to tell Danny Beal this. This coming from Trey Daly.
Oh, boy.
Dirtbag.
Yeah, this guy's
Joe Gibbs' grandsons play for the Dirtbags. Found them on the road in high school baseball. Little did I know they were related to Joe. Salt of the earth. Crazy to see him in person, such a star.
He said the grandchildren were salt of the earth? Because I know one grandchild that is not salt of the earth of Joe Gibbs.
I think he's talking about Joe Gibbs. Well, I almost cussed. Will you relax?
Oh, my bad.
You got something to say about Joe Gibbs?
No, I was talking about Ty Gibbs.
What's wrong with him?
Terrible person. Bad racer.
It's a cool name.
Ty Gibbs?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crapping on the name, just crapping on him.
All right. Well, look, Joe.
Oh, I didn't.
It's great.
I didn't.
Okay?
I wasn't questioning. I didn't know if he was talking about Joe or his grandchildren.
Why did Trey feel the need to tell me that?
I guess dirtbag related.
Yeah, I guess sure. Yeah, makes sense.
You know what? I wish I'd have never brought that up. You guys suck.
Sorry. No, that's my fault. That's
45 seconds of my life back.
Johnny says we're gonna miss DB, especially in South Florida and Memphis.
Yeah, I remember that last year. There's like, my dad has a clip of when it was, I think it was me, JC, and Dixon in here, and Johnny had a stat where it was like, anytime that I record a save or a win, JC's hitting like 800 or something crazy like that. And it's like, what, dude? Like something crazy like that. But yeah, Memphis and South Florida, I own you.
Tyler says Danny should come back too. He and Saylor can coach Little League out here. So where is out here? Did he say?
I would probably close to like Forsyth County, Winston.
Okay.
Yeah, Winston-Salem.
All right, let's see if we got any more Austin Knight. Anything you're interested in, Danny? There's the Austin Knight sheet.
We talked a little bit about Sean Jenkins on the podcast. He's obviously going to be a stud.
Want to do that?
Yeah, sure.
Cut 8, Shirley. Let's hear about Sean Jenkins.
I think, the role will take care of itself. I think if we started today, he would obviously be in our rotation in some capacity. But Sean he's an awesome kid. He wants to be great. And so he eats, sleeps, and breathes baseball. And so he's always very self-aware, very self-reflective, understands what makes him good, but also understands the bigger picture of how he can get better. And really the best quality about Sean is the ability to apply coaching really quick. It's like when we work together in the bullpen, if we're seeing something and we're collaborating on something, he's able to make adjustments fast and then apply them in a game very quickly. And so just an advanced mentality, obviously very talented, but there's a lot of guys who are very talented around the country. And so you don't want to put expectations on a kid like that. I think he's going to be a big part of what we do, but he's still young and he's got to go and do it, right? But everything's been really positive with Sean to this point.
Danny talked about Carter and his early struggles. You yourself were far from the pitcher you were as a freshman by the time you left here. So is that almost foreign to hear, like, this kid is going to be maybe in the weekend rotation to start his freshman season?
No, man. I mean, it's different for everybody. Like, everybody has a different path and a different story. Like, you think about Jay Connor. He was in the rotation as a freshman. He started against Carolina at home on the Sunday game. So it's like very few and far in between are guys immediately having success. Like, even Trey a little bit was like throwing like 95-mile-an-hour bounce passes to J-Dub off the turf just because he couldn't throw a strike. But then he finally figured it out with 2 pitches, and then later in the game, or later in the season at least, he put it all together. And you see guys like JC, and it's unrealistic expectations. What I think AK is trying to get at is, like, Sean's probably going to be in the rotation, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Don't know. If I had to take a guess, probably in the earlier part of the weekend. But it's unfair to put, hey, you got to be Gavin or Trey right off the bat. Yeah. Like, you got to be a stud, and you got to think he's 17 years old. Jeez. Like, he's super talented. He's super mentally tough. He's mentally mature as well. So it's one of those things where you just got to give him a little leeway to get his feet wet.
Excited to see him. Excited to see a lot of these new faces for East Carolina baseball. Let's take a break. We'll continue on our Fleet Feet rundown. Jared said he put college hoops up there, and then he gave Hayden a choice, and I see Taylor Swift is on our Fleet Feet rundown. So we'll see what that discussion is when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at QualityEquip.com.
At Chicken Salad Chick, we make our food
from scratch every day using fresh quality ingredients. We have 12 flavors of chicken salad, plus soups, sides, sandwiches, and desserts. Whether you're craving traditional, savory, spicy, or fruity and nutty chicken salad, we have something for everyone. All of our delicious chicken salads conveniently packaged in take-home containers and multiple sizes for you or the whole family. Visit Chicken Salad Chick or order online today. Now open at 112 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Chicken Salad Chick.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
Pirate Radio, where the heart of Greenville lives. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. You can stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio, and you can join them every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Back here on a Wednesday. Danny Beal hanging out. J-Bone, Shirley Rhodes, and intern Hayden, who got some authority to put her own topic on the Fleet Feet Rundown, and she put Taylor Swift. Now, do you have, is there a story or a comment, or why did you put Taylor Swift?
I just think it's funny when boys talk about it.
I think sometimes you complain about stuff, and then it gets to the point where the complainers of the thing to complain about is more annoying than the thing we're complaining about. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's too much complaining about Taylor Swift.
When it's just you, it's like, yes, I hate this. But then you hear everybody else's opinion. It's like, all right, I don't hate it that much.
Yeah, let's pump the brakes.
It was funny. I had the AFC Championship game on, and I swear this happened. I was like, you know what? All these people that talk about Taylor Swift, I haven't seen a mention of it during the game. It went to timeout. Boom. They cut to the box. She's celebrating. I was like, okay.
They're showing her way less.
Yeah.
To be fair.
I don't even hate Taylor Swift. I'm indifferent on Taylor Swift. Not a fan of the music, but I mean.
Have you heard Christmas Tree Farm?
No. But I hate her because I hate the Chiefs. It has nothing to do with her.
Windhorse fingers here. If she was dating Josh Allen, I would be like, Taylor Swift's the best. But she's dating Travis.
So both of y'all have a Chiefs thing.
She's associated with the Chiefs, so I hate her.
He's engaged to Haley Steinfeld, but I'm not going to go see a Haley Steinfeld movie because of Josh Allen.
I was a fan of Haley Steinfeld. She played in
Pitch Perfect.
No,
she was.
Hawkeye.
She was in Hawkeye too.
She's in the new Michael B. Jordan movie, which looks phenomenal.
She's also just really attractive.
Yeah,
she is.
I mean, I was trying not to go all the way there.
I loved her in Hawkeye.
I think I've seen Bumblebee, or at least
with John Cena.
That was when she was very young, though.
John
Cena. She was like 13.
Yeah, he's in Bumblebee.
Maybe I didn't see
if you ever watched, and I forget what I want to say it's either HBO or Showtime, but she was in the series Emily Dickinson. She played Emily Dickinson.
And she's a good actress too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was look around her head.
She actually can't hear you.
Yeah.
She looks very young, but I guess these might be old pictures. She's 28.
Yeah.
So she's dating Josh Allen?
Yeah. They're engaged.
They're engaged to be married.
Literally.
She's an attractive woman.
The stretch where he started playing like Superman was a week after he got engaged. So it was like everybody's like, well, that's why. It's because of her.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you have a comment on Taylor Swift and the hate?
I like her older music. music, and I will say some of her songs now, they're okay, but I just don't really care for her as a person.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Probably that witchcraft.
Why-
She does to
why
get
is
used to
that?
these games.
I don't know. Her
Why is that? Because-
personality's not my favorite. I think when she was country, like, I resonated with that a little bit.
Maybe instead of a Jobu doll, they have a Taylor Swift doll in the locker room, and they just all huddle around it before the game. And it's like black magic, black magic, black magic.
There's a bunch of pentagrams and stuff. I mean, at media day, they rope off the ECU logo. Raiders locker room, they rope off the logo. That's what they do in the Chiefs locker room, but it's a pentagram.
Did you see
it's
the
an upside down cross?
The Chiefs fountain or whatever?
Yeah, it was blood red.
Yeah.
They're really not hiding it anymore. They're just shoving it right in our face that they sacrifice babies to win ball games.
All right, folks, this is Jared, the Raiders fan, speaking.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate the Chiefs, dude.
Do y'all think that she'll get engaged?
If so,
not to Travis Kelce.
So I
think they will.
That is a prop bet, by the way.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
it
you
is
mean
a-
at the Super Bowl?
At the Super Bowl, that is a prop bet.
Shirley, I'm looking at you right now. If he proposes and they win, I will never watch football again.
Wow.
Oh wow.
All right, that's way too drastic. But I will be very mad.
I don't think
I'll
he's-
roll my eyes.
I don't think he's going to propose before the game. I think it would be
No,
after
we're
the
saying
game.
after the
yeah,
game.
yeah, after the game.
I
Yeah.
have seen some Taylor Swift fans be like, of course he would do it at his biggest moment where she can't say no and that. And I'm like, this is ridiculous, dude. Like, what are we doing, bro?
At some point, like, are they hating on
They're
Kelsey
gonna
for
turn on
anything?
it.
Yeah, it's going to turn at some point.
How about they just lose and we all go home?
This is like a mega powers situation. Like, yeah.
How about they just lose and we all go home happy? I don't know.
I wouldn't be happy.
See, that's why.
I
Why
don't
do you
want the
have
Eagles
so
to win.
much? Is it because it's Travis Kelce? Is that what it is? It's
If they
because y'all
win,
did.
if they win, their dynasty's better. So that can't happen.
He's got a Patriots Chiefs thing going.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
you are a Patriots fan, but I just feel like they're chasing history. They're
care.
looking at a
Danny
three. I know
doesn't
they
want
don't
that
care.
history.
I know he doesn't want that
Out
history.
on it. And I don't
Like
care.
you didn't have that when you were a Patriots fan.
Everybody was.
Everybody
doing this
hated
to
on you.
Danny.
Everybody hated
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
I did see a TikTok the other day where it's like the dude standing where there's two roads to take, and one of them is the Chiefs win the Super Bowl and Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift after the game, or Eagles win the Super Bowl and all their undeserving fans get to celebrate in your face. And then there was a middle road where it's just death. I think that's the one I'm taking.
So Danny,
I think
for
I'm just jumping off, I think.
a decade and a half, took in all that hate he was receiving. I loved it. Now he's pushing it back.
No, he's
to the
choosing
Chiefs.
death. Is what it
I'm
seems
choosing
like
death.
he's going
That
with.
too.
I did say last week I would choose an asteroid to hit the Earth before I picked the Chiefs.
I can't. I thought it was going to be Josh. It was perfectly set up. It was finally the time, and now I have to root for the Eagles. It has to be
That's
Saquon.
that notorious Bills curse.
Dalton Kincaid should have caught the ball.
I think this is a wrestling reference. Mike P says if they win, Kelsey will tell everyone to look at the Jumbotron. It'll be a video of her passed out and them getting married in the drive-thru
Oh yeah,
Vegas
it's Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah, I thought that sounded familiar.
That's the best.
But
Yeah, but
that
if you're
means-
gonna do it wrestling style, then you got to do it the way Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth that got married.
We just need Mr. McMahon to just spoil the whole Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Play the music.
No chance. That's what you got.
It's the best.
All right, there it is. How do you feel about Christmas Tree Farm? Great song.
I don't even think I've heard that.
Oh my God, what are we doing?
That is like
Puts Taylor
What are they
Swift on the-
teaching at
That's-
East Carolina?
that's
Taylor
like
Swift on the rundown and hasn't even heard
sacrilege
the
to
song.
Cliff. That is his
That's a
favorite
Taylor
Christmas
Swift
song.
Girl, you're not. You don't even know.
Have
what
you
you're
heard
talking
Girl,
Santa's
you
Gonna
are
Come in a
not a
Pickup Truck
Swiftie.
by Alan Jackson and the Alvin and the Chipmunks?
There's Alan Jackson and Alan the Chipmunks.
Have you
That was-
ever heard
There.
"Hey Santa" by Wilson Phillips?
about. Okay.
All right, we're like this is a month.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, 11 months.
That's all three of our favorite Christmas songs.
There you go, Danny. Favorite Christmas song?
We'll have to look it up.
Jingle bells.
Jingle Bells. Great one. Great tune.
By who? The Dogs?
Pick one.
Who are the dog? The Dog Pound?
No, there is a version of Jingle Bells that are sung by barking dogs.
All
right.
All right.
Speaking of dog pound, this has nothing to do with a dog or a pound, but TJ Watt might get traded to the Patriots. Word on the street.
That's not
just wanted to get that out there.
They're gonna extend him.
There are rumors, but college basketball time. Sorry.
No, we'll do a quick off season. What do you think the Patriots off season will look like? Do we see a lot of former guys rolling, like Vrabel's former guys coming with them, or?
I hope so. We're going to get
that.
Welker from the Dolphins because they just let him go to be like an assistant receiving coach.
But they fired
him.
him.
The other.
How about King Henry? What's his contract
Well,
status?
I think he signed 3
And
years.
this, I've said this, I've trolled Trey with this like 4 or 5 times this week, and he gets so pissed off more and more every time. We're going to trade for AJ Brown.
I was
like
gonna
that.
bring his name up.
And then the Raiders trade for DK.
Sure.
Because DK said today he does not want to move to Massachusetts.
Yeah, no, AJ Brown, T. Higgins, Wes Welker, and like, I don't know, an offensive line, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter.
Who do you want to draft?
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
play
know
him
whether I
at corner.
I don't know. I would assume that's what all the experts are saying is like he's a better corner. But I think you could and I think you and I have talked about this. You can use him in packages in the red zone and third down and stuff like that.
Will you tell Trey to at least send me a text that says no?
He's he's the worst, man. He is.
I asked him if he wanted to, join me to talk a little Eagles and Commanders.
Yeah, of course not.
And look, I love ghosting people as much as the next guy.
It is.
It doesn't feel good to get ghosted.
You had to settle for Ryan, especially by a big leaguer too. The worst.
Yeah, I settled for Ryan McChrystal. Who and he will text back. In fact, he texted me during the game after the Eagles went up by like 30 and said there's still time.
Did his dog text you too?
That dog took over the
His
damn
dog
interview.
texted him from a golf course.
You like that one, really?
Moose. What's up, Moose?
Yeah, how you doing?
We'll take our last break, come back, look at our Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, see what's going on in college hoops tonight, and more. Back with you after this.
Oh, by the way, Clip, Hayden just got back into your good graces. She looked up Christmas Tree Farm and she goes, wait a minute, I have heard this song.
Okay. And you like it?
Yeah.
Great song.
Okay.
Back with you after this.
All right. We'll be back.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
This is Dr. Dixon from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced and professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hi Pirates, this is Holton Ahlers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Look what we have here. It's the refreshing deliciousness of a Pepsi mini can. It's the perfect complement to any meal. The dash of indulgence your day was dreaming of. The sip that'll have you singing Pepsi.
Nope, not again, Steve. Let's take a cue from the Pepsi mini can and pack all that awesomeness you're feeling into a much smaller treat for everyone. Deal?
So, big awesomeness, smaller size. I think I've got just the thing.
Pepsi mini can. Mini can, big taste.
Bostic Sugg Furniture's January sale and clearance is happening now. We've made dramatic price reductions on furniture and mattresses store-wide to make room for new styles. Save up to 70% off discontinued items. Don't miss your chance to get beautiful furniture at exceptional values. Plus, 6-month special financing. New year, new mattress, better sleep. Save on our great selection of comfortable mattresses with up to 48 months special financing during the January sale and clearance at Bostic Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
At a theme park, you might have to choose between a great deal or the best experience.
Wow, total access is expensive.
But with U.S. Cellular Prepaid, getting a great deal doesn't mean sacrificing a great experience. U.S. Cellular has no hidden fees or gimmicks, and now you can get a Samsung Galaxy A16 5G for free. U.S. Cellular Prepaid. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find a store near you. We go beyond the call.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa.
They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it.
You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6.
Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Dow was down 136 points at 44,713. The NASDAQ was down 101 points at 19,632, and the S&P slipped 28 points and closed today at 6,039. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
Getting ready to wrap things up here, but first, DB's parlay of the night.
Yeah, my locks.
Bones got one as well. I think I found my system play of the night would be Mississippi State -1.5 at home against Bama. Anytime a team is a favorite against the team that you would think on paper would beat them, you got to go with the favorite. But I'm also eyeing Maryland at home, 5.5 against Wisconsin. I'm thinking Maryland by 7. DB, what is your parlay of the evening?
You got Mississippi State at home. I think we were talking about a break. Whoever's at home wins that game, so it's Mississippi State. Maryland, the points. West Virginia in the points. It was 9. Now it's down to 8.5, depending on what book you're on, I'm assuming. And then Ole Miss, hotty toddy. Those are the 4.
Jared, you made one of your own. What do you got?
I have Winthrop money line against Presbyterian. I have Houston money line against West Virginia, and I have Auburn -5.5.
All right. A couple of those teams on the road makes me nervous, but
yeah,
you got money lines rather than.
Well, I brought the Auburn spread down because it was like 11.
Yeah,
it's 11.5.
There's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes.
Well, hopefully
very
it's all
low
smiles.
percentage.
Just remember that, Danny, when you place your bets.
This guy needs to hang it up.
What? Life? Or
Yep.
His glory hole activities.
His glory hole days are over. All right. We will see y'all Thursday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Danny Beal about to record a podcast. J-Bone's going to produce that podcast. Shirley, thank you. Hayden, enjoyed it. That was fun.
By the way, DB show coming up next.
Oh, with Carter Spivey.
Yep.
Right
Great
here on these airwaves.
Better believe it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It really was a great conversation.
Thanks for hanging out, DB.
Of course, guys.
Talk to you next week, and we will see you Thursday. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville.